Wait till...
What's up, everybody? Chicano Shuffle. This is the Stavs.
It was a pretty rough start, güey.
Dale,
Fernando. And Ramon. No, it's not Ramon.
Igualitos.
I know, casi.
Yeah,
no, it's Noelia. Hello.
Ramon fucking put some PTO time.
No, he quit.
He quit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Estaba
shit.
triste,
That part, güey.
Yeah,
Oh,
está
he couldn't take the carrilla?
No, que le hacen burla.
Es que el güey empieza con su keto diet y ya
Nobody
cambia el
appreciates
And then
me.
gets all aggro.
Nobody appreciates the notebook.
He fucking...
My notes.
He even criticizes me because I don't drink water that's pH'd to the right levels.
Eso, güey, ¿qué es?
I just drink...
¿Cargas leche, güey, o qué?
Es agua.
Para ordeñar la pinche vaca.
Discúlpame, Noelia, uno que quiere estar saludable.
Ah, pues no, yo también mira. Cheers.
Yeah, I saw that. You were telling me that you started to drink more water now.
Yes.
¿no?
Mm-hmm. See, I'm trying to do things slowly, not como
Yeah.
Ramon de cold turkey.
No, es always
You
cosa
know?
seria. It's funny because she called me like a couple days ago when we were chatting. ¿No? Se enojó que no la invité at the fucking release party.
Oh, sí, yo le dije.
She
I'm like,
was
I'm gonna
like-
text
¿No la
him.
invitaste?
Didn't I say it on air?
I heard the last 3 episodes y no escuché, and then I
didn't
no
go to the
escuché
end.
el
You didn't go to the
anuncio.
end.
But then I told him, you know what, there's a few times that I forwarded because I'm like, ay, ya me enfadaron estos cabrones.
But he had
Let
it
me
at the
forward in
end.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I did at the end.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. So she texted me, que, hey, cabrón, que you had a release party, you didn't invite me? So I was like, ¿sabes qué? I invite everybody. Y a ti te les invité for the fucking... The Yuri's record on a Sunday, y puro pinche cricket showed up. So dije, ¿sabes qué? Yeah, we're already...
If you would have texted me or given me a call like old school days,
Yeah.
you know, I would have gone.
Yeah,
Like
Y
2015.
como dijo mi goddaughter, we go to fucking Stardust and you can't even invite us to this other party.
No, so we were chatting it
Queríamos
up.
ir todas cariñosas.
You could have seen it
style and shit.
on Instagram si tenías.
That's lo que le digo. I told you, that's where it's at. Why don't you want to go on Instagram?
Oh, we're not going to make this about me on Instagram.
Hey, you're the guest, so we're going to interview
No,
you.
no.
Why aren't you on Instagram?
Because, I don't know. It's more, I don't know. No sé.
But you're still on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook.
And you like Facebook?
Hey, it's, it's because I just feel Instagram's just something else. And
It's for the kids?
no, not for the kids. I just...
By the time you jump on, ya va a estar todos los abuelitos, güey.
Yeah.
I know. Y yo como la mom nueva. Hey, guys. There's a filter.
You're
on this
using
thing.
hash browns.
Pound sign.
Everybody,
No, it's hashtag. It's pound sign.
everybody already moved on.
Living my best life. Pound sign.
I
Hot
know.
girl summer.
I
Pound
know,
sign.
Todo al revés.
No.
So after she got upset that I didn't invite her, then we started talking about age-appropriate things. I was telling her that I have a pinche callo that I can't get rid of. So we started fucking exchanging holistic remedies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not mad. I was just like, why
Sound
didn't
like
you
you're
invite
mad.
me?
She
Why
was
didn't you
upset.
invite me? What did I do?
I mean, we go way back. I met you first before I met your brother.
Yes. He stole you from me.
Nah, he didn't do
Lo
that.
mato.
Nah.
He doesn't know, but I have a plan.
Es
I
que,
don't know.
No.
Maybe.
es que Noelia
Maybe.
tenía un chingo de morros, güey. She was the plug.
The plug.
Plug? What does that mean?
Huh?
What does the plug mean? Or maybe more like wing girl.
No, you would hang out with a bunch of school, like the Catholic chicks.
Ah,
Eran bien aventadas,
oh, sí,
cabrón.
eran aventadas. Aventadísimas.
Esas cabrones
Yeah.
me violaron a few times.
Ay, te
Y no me
violaron.
hiciste, no, you didn't, no, I remember. You left me hanging that one time, remember?
When? ¿Con quién?
¿Con quién? Pinche Noelia.
No.
They took
No,
a
wait,
pit
how
out
old
of
were
it.
you when we met? You were like 19?
I was like 19, yeah.
I was 19. I was like 21, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Y it was in a Jack in the Box.
You know, it's crazy. Like, sometimes you meet people in places that you don't even frequent. Like,
Yeah, I don't go to that Jack in the Box.
yeah, like, it's...
De vez en cuando lo paso and
But you guys were far away from home.
we were coming from the Ice House.
Mm-hmm.
Y we had seen, you know who we had seen that time? Carlos Mencia.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
I
that's when
remember.
he was the shit still.
Yeah, I remember he was making fun of Ricky Martin and all this other shit. Y fuimos ahí al Jack in the Box y me and my bestie estábamos en línea y luego estaba este güey con su amigo at the time. Y ahí estaban parados. I'm like, hey, wait, like, this guys want to talk to us. Pero no pensé, no.
You guys were looking at us?
No.
Ay, se bajaron la blusa. Acá bien atrevidos.
Yo nunca fui atrevida, güey. No. Pero dije,
all I saw is blusas going down.
mira estos pinches pollitos. Like, look at these
estos pollitos.
Los pollitos estos.
O estábamos jóvenes.
No, pues they were like, yeah, you're like 9. Yeah.
Como este güey puso una picture on Instagram de when we were morros, güey. No mames.
From when? From 10 years ago?
Yeah, but we look fucking young, güey.
No?
From where? Oktoberfest?
Yeah, it was at Kelly's.
Oh my God.
We look fucking young. Este güey parecía pinche Chanok.
Oh my God.
No mames.
Pues te imaginas, like, Esteban nomás tenía un tatuaje. Bueno, el que se miraba.
¿Qué sería the mom hair? ¿Cómo?
And I remember,
Señora, era.
and I even went to pick at it, like, hey, is this shit real or te lo pintaste?
Era. Tenía
Oh my God.
pinche pelo de señora que me cargaba.
Wow.
¿A poco es 10 years ago? It seems like it was longer than that.
2007.
No way. Oh, this was like what on Thursdays, no?
Yeah.
it was
He said it was for his birthday.
¿no? 2007.
You know, Ramon, he's a fucking
Almanac.
savant. So
Yeah.
Savant.
No, you know, we got pretty
My
good memory
memory's
because I'm the
perfect.
same way. Like, I'm like,
Yeah?
no, it was this time, that. And people are like, how do you remember? I'm like, I don't know.
So you were there when they said que Juan Gabriel fucking tiró pinches cuetas?
I was not in the studio.
No, you were watching Siempre en Domingo when
No, mi mom nos dijo esa historia.
Ah,
And my
so es
mom,
Don Meche.
well, she told it to me.
Doña Meche, man.
And she's told a few people, so now people believe. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like gunshots.
Nah.
Pero yo no sé de studios, yo no sé de recordings.
Yeah.
I just believe in Meche.
You believe in the folk tales?
Yeah, I believe in La Llorona. Why can't I believe in these gunshots?
Did they made a movie about that shit?
Yeah, but it valió madres.
Yeah?
I didn't watch it, but I'm just thinking. Pues,
How do you know that?
nah, como Garden State. Nah.
Sounds like Ramon now, güey.
Pues son
I don't watch it,
siblings.
but it sucks.
No la vi because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If it would have been a Mexican director and it would have been made in Mexico, I would have.
It would have been different.
I would have watched
It
it.
would have
Pero
been more
era-
low budget and you still wouldn't have watched it.
Sí la hubiera visto. You know, I wrote a play for La Llorona in high school. Yeah, I wrote the play and we had a little cafe, like, you know, like a poet night or poetry night.
Oh shit, that's cool.
And it was
like an open mic?
And it was open mic. We had coffee, and then the ending of the whole night was going to be the play.
Man, that was
Yeah,
cool.
I wrote the play.
Did you? Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
South Central doesn't fuck around.
We don't. Fremont. Pero yeah,
Right away.
Fremont.
Right away, traen
tengo
barrio.
que.
I thought you guys from East LA. That's what your brother
Oh my God.
East
Look.
LA by ways of Boyle Heights, by
Ay.
way of fucking South Central.
La hermana so fucking South Central. Aquel güey que East LA. Que no
I know. Es que he lived there longer than. No, we moved. I was born in East LA, Boyle Heights. I guess it's Boyle Heights?
Yeah.
In Santa Marta. And we moved from there when I was 6. So there's things I remember of East LA. I remember the block, the store. I don't know the names of the certain streets, but I remember Evergreen Park, Evergreen School. What else? But I learned more. I got to know East LA and Boyle Heights more when I was in the youth group at Our Lady of Talpa.
Oh, yeah, that's where
So I was there for like so long. So ahí es cuando conocía más.
Oh, yeah.
I knew more of East LA.
That was by Whittier and Soto, ¿no?
Soto
ahí,
and Savannah.
Pero por ahí.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that.
I remember that.
Y los parties.
Oh, yeah, sí, nos íbamos
los
a...
parties.
Y me lo llevaba like, come on, there's a lot of girls there. You're gonna be
There's a lot of fucking girls, güey. No mames. That's fucking awesome.
But, so when people ask me, where are you from? I do say South Central, but we were like probably outskirts already of South Central because we were on Compton and Firestone. But I went to Drew Middle School,
How was I never had a conversation with a woman that grew up in the hood. Like, what was your perspective on what did you we go through different things. Like, how was it like growing up in these neighborhoods for you?
You know what? I didn't really go to a lot of things in South Central. Like, I knew the areas and the streets, and I knew what areas to avoid, but I never partied in South Central. I always went to East LA, Alhambra, Downey, Southgate, Linwood, everywhere but there.
Was it because you were just kind of afraid of like the neighborhood, like, or?
I think that was part of it because you knew. Yeah, plus that too. Pero no, this was more like. You knew where the gangs were at. You knew the rivals and all that. So you're like, you know. And then the thing was, too, that my mom, to keep us, you know, out of trouble, nos mandaba a la iglesia. So we, since...
Okay, that makes sense.
Since I was like 7... Shut up.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
It worked for a while.
It worked for me.
It worked for me. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm a good human. Pero since I can remember, I've been involved in the church, and then from there went to another church, another place, and then I grew up. Yeah, but I was everywhere. But I'm still... as far as like my experience, you know what? When we first moved there, it was, I don't know if Ramon said that one, but it was like a culture shock because we had never been exposed to the African American community. So in our neighborhood, eran puros, I'm not offending, but negritos, African American community, neighbors. So it was the first time we were exposed to it. And then when we moved there, nos mandaron a la 99th Street School. And I was like, ugh, like,
99th
Street hood. It was a hood school.
If your fucking school has a number in the name, ta cabrón.
We would have to,
90 what?
99th
in the
Street.
90s.
That's a telltale sign that you're in the hood when the number street starts popping up.
That was tough because, you know, all we knew is Mexicans. And then, you know, now it's like, okay, now we're, you know, conviviendo con African Americans, other Latinos that are not just Mexican, you know, Central American, all that. And then going to a school in the bus, and then just the mess that is in the bus with kids just being crazy.
Shit,
not crazy, pero, you know, cabrones, traviesos. But at that time, the bus driver could tell us off. You know, now it's like, don't you dare tell my child.
And it's crazy because there was a brown-black kind of rivalry.
Yeah, there was.
That shit was real.
Yeah, so that was part of the kind of scary thing too, because I don't know if Ramon said it, but I think he was.
Ramon sounded like he fit right in.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, bro, I had Jenkos and I fit right in.
Well, he told me, you know, de lo que yo sé, like, I think they tried to punk him like a few times when he started at the new school. Yeah. So that's why we hated it. And then it was just.
They try to bully you too?
No, not in 99th Street School. I just felt like out of place.
Really?
But then, it just felt weird. Yeah, it was a culture shock. And then on top of that, I was in the combined classroom where it was second graders and first graders.
No shit.
Or second and third, whatever. But it was combined, so it was just different.
It's crazy, huh? Like the shit that we had to go through as kids. Like when you put it in that perspective, first, second grade, I'm thinking, oh shit, like you guys were small.
Yeah, I was small. Pero sí me acuerdo de la movida y todo. Pero once growing up there, dude, I mean, you just learn what's proper to say and what's not. Like what people to respect and what areas to avoid.
Yeah.
You know, I knew, I mean, in elementary, I did get into fights, pero... yo me estaba defendiendo.
Self-defense?
Sí. No, you know what? I remember now. I was in like the second grade and this chick tried to bully me and no me dejé.
This lady.
I know, right? I'm like, damn.
God damn,
no me
teacher,
dejé.
you're going down.
And you know, she was a black kid, you know, una negrita, but no me dejé.
I was a victim of the brown fucking black rivalry. Yeah, there's some girl that was fucking, she told me that her mom was going to arrest me, and turns out she was a security guard. Y como me hizo llorar la cabrona.
Oh, how old were you?
I was like in the second grade.
Oh.
Because no sé qué le hice, think que le jalé. You know, they used to wear like those balls.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, bro.
Balls? Moños?
Pero pinches pelotas como...
Oh, las bolitas?
Yeah. Yo le jalé una vez because I thought they were marbles. Dije,
canicas, I need one.
Yeah, no, estos güeyes me bajaron las canicas a ver esta. And she got upset. She's like, I'm going to tell my mom she's going to send you to jail. And I was like... Oh shit. Oh. And then the school ended. He fucking said, hey mom, let's get over here. And I started fucking crying. And then 2 years later, I was remembering, I was like, she was a fucking security guard.
You're gonna go to her now. You ain't shit. You can't take me to jail.
You ain't shit for that. No. Your mom's a hoe.
Damn. Goes there.
Yeah, well, your mother's a whore. Like, all bad. Pero I guess punked. I mean, punked.
We all got punked.
And then in the 5th grade, 6th grade, me and la bestie, la Marisol, we were the tallest girls in the class. We were the ones that were developing faster than the rest of the kids.
Oh, shit, you guys were?
Yeah. So then, of course, you got stupid boys that think they could just, start
they were trying to
picking.
touch you guys?
Yeah. Not touch, but, make us uncomfortable. Boys,
That's not cool. Yeah, boys could be assholes.
Yeah, so we just no nos dejamos y también no nos cacheteamos.
Oh, shit. Las dos?
Yeah.
I could totally picture that. Her and Mari fucking...
I think that's why, that solidified our friendship.
Yeah, you guys been friends ever since?
Yeah, well, now we're both 39, and I've known her since we're in the 5th grade.
Crazy.
I know, dude.
Hey, do you think that's going to happen in this generation where they're friends till fucking late 30s and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of universal, no?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't talk to anybody from fucking school.
Yeah, it should be.
People just fucking move on sometimes, but I feel like it's harder for people to have a connection nowadays.
It's just, well,
I think it's a different way, but I don't know if it's
like
harder.
What I do think is like I try to trace back like how did the friendship become like just an acquaintance to like what it is, You know
what? I struggle with that. Like I forgot what it is to like how to make a friend. Like I don't know the etiquette. Like wait, should I text this person like now? Like do I call them?
Yeah.
Like,
wait 24 hours.
Yeah, like I don't know the proper etiquette. Like how to make a friend. Like I mean, you have acquaintances.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I think like wait, how do you fucking make a friend? Like it's been a long time.
Like I started where I'm at right now, like the job. I started 3 years ago, and like I've made really good friends.
That you hang out with them outside of work?
That I'm supposed to, yeah.
But they're work friends.
No, but I think
not the same.
I'm talking about like compas, like fucking.
Like I've hung out with them outside of work.
I have trouble with all that too. How many work friends did I have with?
No, it's just
Ramon.
Oh,
but it's just one of those things where sometimes maybe I just overthink it. But I'm like, how does this work?
No, but it's fair to ask that because there's so many people now that, como te digo, are more antisocial in the sense of like they don't want to be around people. They just very. I mean, me personally, like now, and we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, for like the last 5 years, I've just been very comfortable being in my shell, not doing anything, like not going out and meeting people, not doing much. If anything, traveling, yeah, pero así de que ir de desmadrosa y vámonos al pinche bar, woo, Cali's.
Getting old.
No, yeah, that. But then there's people my
There's people that fucking.
There are people older.
There's a lot of people that también they're trying to relive their youth or they never lived their youth.
That is true, yeah. They just got divorced and all of a sudden.
Esa gente
trying to make up for last
early
time.
20s.
Like, hey, have you heard of that new drink for Loco? No mames, güey. She's like 10 years old.
So we went it's funny because we were
that one you guys brought up, the fucking...
Oh, the White Claw?
The White Claw. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, the White Claw. I don't know if it's called the White Claw. Maybe it is.
Like the...
A seltzer drink with alcohol? Oh my God, those are deadly.
Are they?
Yes, porque no sabe el alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was
You're
gonna
just
say
there, drinking like, fresca.
Yeah.
Y al rato, fresca. Hizo calor.
Al rato andas pinche. Al rato no, ¿dónde está esta?
El kissing.
¿El pedo?
Those fucking drunk farts.
Pásame otra Peña Fiel.
That's exactly what they taste like. But with alcohol.
¿Tan chidas?
Sí.
I had them in Vegas.
They're like fancy and shit. Like beer? No, I'll have a hard seltzer.
Yeah, let me get a White Claw.
I see.
Can I get one of those New York seltzers with fucking vodka?
Or Le Crux, or ¿cómo se llama?
I don't know how you say that.
Le Crux.
But I don't know. People are just weird nowadays. You don't know if a person is angry or they're off their meds. So you don't want to take the chance of just be like, hey.
Está cabrón.
But now we think about it. Before, it could have been the same, no?
Yeah.
Well, before we took more risks. Yo me acuerdo una vez I went to King Taco, ahí el Club King Taco. Club Taco. And I was with some friends, the church group. And then there was this guy by himself. And they're like, you won't go and sit with him. I'm like, yeah, I will. I got my shit. I'm like, hey, can I sit here with you? Like, chat it up. He's like, yeah, sure. I wouldn't do that now.
¿You wouldn't?
No, hell no.
Es que ya está
no,
más rocón.
¿qué va a pensar?
Ya estamos más roconos.
No, ya me la pienso.
La mentality, yeah.
I'll sit with an old person, like a senior citizen, that's by themselves.
Solo que me pueda cachetear.
¿Qué?
Pues no que te los agarras a cachetar.
No. That's when I was in the 5th grade.
They gotta be
not anymore.
within control.
No. Now it's just, you don't know. But I get what you're saying.
No.
Because, like, do I call them? Do I invite them out for coffee or beer?
Or how do you know que ya es compa? Like, you know? Like...
When you invite them to Friendsgiving.
You think that's it?
I don't know.
No.
When you invite them to a house party, no?
No. Well, I don't know. It depends on the... Well, if I invite them to a house party...
Or family function, something...
No, I don't know.
Este güey no te invita si no vas. A mí ya no me invita, güey.
A mí no me invita.
I give you 3 strikes.
Yeah,
I know, I have like 5.
Yo también, ya andamos.
But I still like his babies. I still like the kids.
He goes all out este güey. Remember when he had the cowboy theme fucking party?
Yeah.
Me fui, the Native American?
Yo también. I feel bad now. Yeah. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to burn those pictures.
Why?
Oh, you have more pictures?
It was just like 2 Polaroids that I had.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, it's a really cute picture, but I got to burn
¿Tan
them.
chingonas?
Yeah, but I feel like now I'm like,
You think so? You think?
I feel that. I do.
Really?
What's wrong with these pictures?
I mean, we're fucking, we have native in us.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's
We
not
do
like
have
we're-
indigenous.
Oh, because of the
The
atmosphere we live in?
Oh, because you guys were trying to fucking kill me? Yeah, that's pretty
No,
bad.
no. She's saying because the people get all delicados.
Yeah, so I'm
Nah,
like,
but,
They're going to, like the fucking blackface and that shit.
Yeah.
Because she's running for Senate, güey.
Nah, but it's,
No.
I think it's a little different.
No, if I'm gonna dress like an indigenous,
know,
I'll research my own ancestry and then go from there.
Because I had this one ready, güey.
Ahí
Oh,
está.
wait.
Ya ves? Just culeros.
But you know, like,
I made a second one just in case there's beef.
Yeah. What'd you take?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, bad radio, but
Ay, güey, no mames, mira. Ay, güey, ¿sabes ese putazo me lo di one time I was really high? With the fan of the ceiling? Like,
how?
because remember...
What were you doing up in the ceiling?
Well, remember the studio? Did you ever go to the recording studio we had? We had a little box where we put the drums inside.
Oh, yeah.
So, en veces, we would crash up there cuando it was just late. So, there were some stairs that go up there y había un pinche mattress.
Yeah.
But estaba next to the fucking fan, really.
Who the fuck does that?
Una vez estaba bien pinche...
Trolleys, bien trolleys.
Y
Fumigado.
no sé qué, me dio por ir que según I was gonna see what was up, down allá para abajo. Y no, güey, que me pega el pinche...
¿Y te quedó cicatriz?
Sí me quedó
¿Sí te
cicatriz.
quedó?
Yeah, the little black one.
Oh, yeah.
fucked them up.
Damn.
Antes no me dio el pinche ojo. See, things like that, we don't take risks anymore. I wouldn't do that.
No, hell no. Yo me la pienso, like...
I'm not getting on top of that box.
Even the little stool to just reach up a little higher, I'm like, man.
So
mejor me espero.
nos hacemos bien miedosos, huh?
Yes.
Or is it just like fucking... I think we just don't... I just don't like wasting time anymore.
No.
Like, I'm not going to dedicate time to somebody, como dices, if they have a lot of issues or si no se quieren ayudar ellos mismos, I'm not going to dedicate time.
Yeah,
for
it's a lot of energy, and you just got to hope for the best, you know, and let them decide and figure shit out on their own. But, you know, I mean, the thing, too, is reminding them, like, I'm still here, you know.
Yeah,
but you got to
of
figure
course,
this shit
yeah.
on your own, because, you know, you could take the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know
You
what?
can't make a horse drink. Try to make a horse drink water for
I
you.
don't know, güey.
What do you think?
You don't know what?
I don't know about this analogy, güey.
A ver, explícala, please.
I don't know.
The audience wants to hear your
I don't know about
perspective.
friends, so I'm just assuming.
No,
that
pero
it works, güey.
el dicho, you puedes llevar el pinche caballo al agua, pero no lo puedes hacer tragar.
But that would imply I'm putting effort.
Well, that's part of the friendship, no? Like,
Yeah,
if
but
you see
sometimes I
a
don't-
friend...
Well, friends, but I thought we were talking about how to make the friends, pues, and si está muy difícil.
But I mean, you're willing to invest time like that way? I mean,
The one.
like
That's what I'm saying.
you're willing to invest your time to fucking fix somebody else que potentially could
No,
be a
that's what
compa.
I'm saying. The fucking the horse to water, mama. I feel like it kind of implies que le estoy echando ganas when, like you said, it's not worth your time. güey.
But we're not talking about just random people. We're talking about...
No, that's what I understood. No, that's where the conversation went wrong on my side. Yeah, I misunderstood.
Funny.
I mean, how many people have we left behind también, you know? Que just fucking shit happens.
But how many you have left behind fucking on purpose? I mean, como dices, güey,
Pues
that you're
sí,
like,
güey. Pues es que people grow old, güey. Like, I mean, like you have Marisol, that you guys been friends since you guys were fucking kids. I feel like if I reconnected with somebody from, like, let's say even high school, I don't know, I feel like, I mean, if we reconnected, maybe, because sometimes I believe in, like, that woo-woo shit, like, okay, there's a reason why, right?
The woo-woo?
Yeah, like that woo-woo.
like that you reconnected for a reason.
Yeah, like there's a reason why that
It wasn't coincidence.
Let's figure this out. But part of me is like, I mean, how much in common can you have with these people like from fucking 20 years ago?
A lot. You've become adults now, so you guys probably have shared experiences that you don't know about unless you do ask, you know? No, I mean, yo eso es lo que pienso. Por ejemplo, like a few months ago, I don't even know, there was a high school reunion. Like,
You had one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but it was just like a setup.
Wait,
Like,
but how do you guys get like info on that?
well, we just came up like I was in Magnet. Magnet, like the smart kids and shit.
Sorry.
Pero era nomás por los lentes, güey, porque everything else. And I would tell people, like, don't let the fucking glasses fool you. I'm stupid, dude. Like, don't copy my shit. Pero, so it was so small. It was like at least 50 in the class.
Shit.
And
What were you guys talking about?
No, digo, we would just be in the same classes, like AP classes and higher, yeah. So a lot of us still like stayed in touch, like here and there, pero con Facebook, you know, y Instagram y toda esa madre. So then one day we were just
Instagram.
like everybody else, everybody else.
¿Está?
Ay,
Más claro en el agua.
¿cómo está? No, wait, boo.
You're right. She's gonna come in Instagram like 5 years from now.
I know, like, hey guys,
Hey, have you guys heard of this new drink called Four Loco?
pound for loco, pound sign for
No, the White Claw, whatever.
White Clout.
hard seltzer.
White Claw, 5 years from now.
Pound sign. Pero por el Facebook se arregló.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, it wasn't even like fancy shit. It was just, hey, we're all gonna meet up here at this time. And then our high school counselor went.
No way.
Yeah, but she thought it was gonna be some big old fancy thing. Like, no, Miss Sykes, this is some small shit.
¿Cuánta gente?
¿Toda vestida?
No, yo iba preparada con una speech y la
You
chingada.
guys should have let her
She had a
fucking say
keynote?
it.
No, we did let her have the
She had a
speech.
keynote?
No, we ¿dónde fue aquí? In Downey. It was in Downey. I don't know, even BRB or something.
PRB.
Have you ever been to the strip right there, the Downey Avenue?
¿Dónde está like Bastards and all that shit?
Yeah. Okay, it's one of those places. Right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, pero nomás nos juntamos. There was at least like 20 of us.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so it was cool.
The one we had también was like that.
You had one también, güey?
Years ago, güey.
Ah, cabrón.
Pero it was like that. It was at the Parkway, fucking carne with fucking
that's chill.
softball.
Yeah. We had that like
También
a
it was
few
on
years ago.
Facebook.
Yeah, todo nomás ahí se
okay.
arregló.
I think they made something after, güey, pero ese ya no fui
Yeah.
porque ya me enfadó.
Yeah, so I was like, let's just do it. You know, I mean, who cares? Like, I feel like there was maybe what I feel is that maybe the people didn't go, or maybe some people didn't go because they thought it was going to be like, oofy. But no, pura pinche,
Pero también mejor no les pegó
pura caravana ahí, nomás haciendo
¿Y cómo
desmadre.
está la gente? Like
Good.
Is it like... Did you run into somebody that you haven't seen in a long time?
Yeah, but I see some of them so often that I'm like, it just, you know. So because I see them so often, I don't feel like the age. You know what I mean? Like they're my age and I don't see the age.
Ah, ya están bien acabados, ¿no? Pues I see them all the time.
Yeah, like,
No. Le fue mal hasta.
What a douche.
Well, that sucks when you peak early, no? Like when we're in high school and the jocks and the pretty girls que no te pelan, they peaked early. Because then pasan los años y...
Yeah. Pero I was going to say, back to the point that there was a friend that I hadn't seen in forever, like forever. She's married. She has 3 or 4 kids, whatever. But, you know, la plática is like, damn, like, you know, I guess we both share experiences that we both been through some shit. And, you know, just the whole fact of aging is a thing you could fucking talk about. Like, damn, bitch, you tired all the time? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, my
¿Te
friend.
duelen las rodillas, güey? Yeah, dick.
You're funny.
You know, you hate people too? Yeah, I hate people too. Yeah.
Ya no quiero salir los sábados.
I'm a short fuse. No, if I'm not out by 7, I don't go out. Shit like that.
If I don't take my nap before, no puedo salir.
I mean, the only reason I stay out late sometimes is because we have like the gigs and stuff, ¿sí, no? Pura madre. No, seriously. Like,
Luego más ahorita.
fuck that,
I know.
And that's why people, like right now with the whole, like the time change and the holidays and all this bullshit, it's getting darker sooner. That's why there's seasonal depression.
Yeah, you were telling me
You know,
about
like
that.
gente, like everybody goes through that shit. Like,
I never even noticed that until you pointed that out. Like, hey, maybe you're going through seasonal depression. I was like,
yeah, I don't know if that's the proper terminology, but I know it's depression of the season. So, you know, don't come at me, people. I'm not a professional. I'm just saying what I
these
rate.
are our opinions.
Pero yeah, mucha gente, a lot of people go through that depression thing and the time change, the holidays.
But some of it no es también la depre because, shit, I don't have family. Some of it's probably like, shit, I got to see the family.
Oh, that's true. That's true too. Like, fuck. That's a lot of pressure for some people.
It is a lot.
Like,
because the same way like your high school buddies or whatever, you grow out of it. Sometimes you grow out of your family también.
That's
like your siblings, you start getting to shit that's not even like the same, or they live certain lives that you don't live, and it's like you don't really, the only connection is because you guys are siblings sometimes.
Yeah, it happens, and that's unfortunate because they're your family at the end of the day, regardless.
Yeah.
Pero no, así también there's a lot of pressure for people, you know?
Yeah.
There's there's like all those shit on Facebook, like ¿cómo se llama esa page? Me Too? I think it's called Me Too. The one that posts a lot of Latino. Yeah. So they had an article, something about like getting ready for the holidays, and like las tías van a estar preguntando por el novio and all this and all that. So like that's pressure for some people, you know? For some people, like maybe married couples that have been married forever, they don't have kids, the pressure of people asking them, hey, you know?
That is all pressure.
So, te vas a casar, or...
So that like can add to maybe the depression, you know?
And that's before you factor in the financial fucking aspect of Christmas.
I don't know. Fuck. You know, I don't spend for shit.
You don't fucking...
Nope. I tell people... I even tell... No.
¿Nada?
No, I tell people, don't give me anything. Like, don't give me anything.
Yeah,
I mean...
Qué bien, porque no te tenía apuntada.
I wouldn't even want something from you.
All the gifts this year are coming from...
Ándale, güey.
What the fuck?
Did it say what in his face?
What the fuck?
He got it in his face.
What the fuck?
Te dije. You know, it's all glittery. It's all right.
Glittery.
What is this? Esteban had my little...
Pausa. I didn't pause it, but fuck it. It's still rolling.
What was this called? Like a little stress ball? Con fluid. It had fluid inside of it with glitter. And...
Ya estuvo, me van a decir que I was at the titty bar.
Y él dijo que quería que se le explotara en la cara, ¿no?
Ya sé. Anyways, yeah. So, las rumas están cabronas.
Ay, sorprendió. Ay,
güey.
¿así se siente?
Me chorreó toda la mano, güey. Quedé bien chorreado.
Ay, that was fun.
I need a cigarette.
But,
que lo querías en la cara, güey.
Sí, dijo.
A mí, for years, my mom, que cuando vas a tener un hijo? Like, that was like...
She already gave up?
Well, because my sister started putting in work. She fucking bought me some time.
And that's pressure.
It is pressure, because I'm like, fuck, I don't want to have a kid.
Yeah, I hear you.
I think since like mid-20s, I was like, I don't think that's for me.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
And I think we've had that conversation too. Like, yo no quiero tener hijos. I don't.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reasons why. And I always think, like, I'm already older. Like, am I going to have the energy? But, you know, el boyfriend quiere. And I'm
yeah, he does?
He does.
Shit.
So I'm just like, hey, you know, if the universe and higher power says it's in the cards, and fuck it, whatever. Pero...
I mean, you've always been a dog person también. Yeah? I think that probably fills that motherly void.
Yeah. I don't have a motherly anything.
I mean, you, the way you talk to a tater, I mean, that's pretty nurturing.
Well, that's just the instinct of a female, maybe, too, you know?
That's what he's saying.
Motherly. I mean, what is...
Well, I mean, I'm not in... Yo no quiero tener hijos, but like I said...
Put her on the spot.
I know.
Stressing her out, güey.
Give me my fucking... Oh, you blew it, dick.
But that's what
the stress ball.
No, pero... No, I mean, if it happens, I mean, gladly I'll do the what I have to do to be a good parent. Pero yo personally, no, I'm not in a rush. I don't feel there's any void to fill. I don't feel... You know, like, no, because... You know, you hear the comments, too. Like... I don't get the pressure. I mean, my mom told me a long time ago, like, I just want you guys to be happy. No, she was like...
She didn't want grandkids? Or
no, because I asked her one time, like, did you envision something for me different than what I have now? You know, I'm not married. I'm not trying to rush to get married. I don't have kids. You know, I went to school. I have my job. I have my place. I have my relation. You know, so me, myself, I remember at one point, like, when I was 28, 29, I was like, fuck, I'm going to be 30. And I didn't fulfill the shit that I feel I should have. Like
that one was tough, huh? Turning 30?
Yeah.
For some reason, I know it's just a number, but for some reason...
No, for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. And I'm like... this is my advice to people. Like, yeah, you're going to feel that. Feel what you need to feel. Go through the motions. Don't avoid that, whatever it is you're feeling. Because it's not going to help anybody. Just deal with it. By the time you're 33, you're like, fuck. Why was I worried? You know, at least that was
3 years of stressing out.
Well, for some people, especially for the people that want that, that they set a goal for themselves. Like by 30, I want to have this and I didn't have any goals like that for myself.
Yeah,
I was just like,
but it's still,
by 30, I don't want to have gone to jail or anything.
Be a
like that.
I'm saying
Be a statistic of that manner.
Like we're saying, you still got to 30 and you're still like, this is not where I wanted to be.
No. What I said was, I'm not where I thought people wanted me to be.
Oh, what people wanted to be.
Yeah, because yo misma me...
Especially like parents, right?
I pressured myself, So I asked my mom one time, like, well, are you like, decepcionada or that I don't have kids or that I'm not married or that I haven't given you fucking grandkids? She's like, no. She's like, no. She's like, don't feel pressureless. I just want you to be happy, que nunca dejes de, and to always be a faith-driven person,
Oh, that's another pressure.
But my dad...
That is another pressure.
But my dad, on the other hand...
Oh, yeah.
tú no piensas en mí? I'm like, what? One time I was in the kitchen, in the dining room. You know the dining room. Ahí estaba yo nomás, no sé qué estaba haciendo con una pinche taco or whatever. Randomly, he comes out of his room en sus pinches fucking pijamas todas rotas, pinche camisa toda percudida, standing right there like, ¿ustedes no piensan en mí o qué? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Out of nowhere?
Voy a chingar a mi madre y me van a dar nietos, hijos de la chingada.
That's what he said.
Yes, and I'm just like, así que no piensan en mí. And I'm like, usted es la última persona en la que voy a pensar si quiero tener hijos. Le dije, segundo, le digo, si fuera de nomás tener un hijo, le digo, con cualquier pendejo me meto. Le digo, pues that's not the point. No, yo no voy a conocer a nietos, me voy a ir a chingar a mi madre. I'm like, and then what does he do? He just goes back into his room.
Shit.
He just wanted to drop some bullshit bomb on me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm eating food. There's nothing that's gonna keep. No, you're not gonna change. I'm eating. I'm in a happy moment right now.
That generation was hard to convince. I mean, it took me a while to convince my mom that no va a pasar.
Yeah.
I think we kind of paved the way for like the near fucking. I mean, because our children's generation, I guess, or the children from our generation, I think parents are gonna be, I guess, a little bit more understanding if they don't want kids, right? I mean,
yeah, but then you'd be surprised of how some people are open, that you think they're open minded, but they're not. They're very traditionalist.
As far as our parents,
no, like people our age.
Oh,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if a person is gonna be 30 and they set their own goals of like, by this age I want to have this, and they don't have it, then they're really fucking.
But even if they don't have it, like you said, your stress came from
my own ideas of creating.
Yeah, but I'm saying you didn't have those goals and you still had the stress.
So it's
unavoidable,
a stress regardless. Yeah, it is. Plus, then it's also the whole, in your 20s you're still allowed to fuck up more than you are in your 30s.
Yeah.
So it's that pressure too, like knowing that you have to make better decisions, better choices with your health. And then in your mid-30s, you start freaking realizing like better options with the people you surround yourself with. Learning to read the room. What is it? Read the room?
Read the room.
Yeah. No, pero, that's what you learn with age and experience, like how to read that energy that people bring,
Yeah.
Y ya con la edad que tengo yo, de 39, I'm like, I'm looking forward to the 40s.
I'm waiting to
and
see
laughing at the young people like, you ain't shit. Yeah. That ain't shit what you're going through right now, buddy. Like, get over it.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of too like, un poco like, damn, like how much are we babying our youth nowadays?
A lot.
Too much.
A lot, yeah.
Too much.
I mean, we've talked about the whole participatory fucking where everybody gets a trophy.
I'm not down with that either. I'm not down. I mean, you just gotta teach your kids. You're not gonna win in everything.
Yeah.
Do you believe that theory though? The ¿cómo se llama este güey? El Mr. Rogers theory, that fucking, because all the kids grew up with the Mr. Rogers telling them they're special. And now they all think they're special and things should just happen for them.
No, but Mr. Rogers is our generation. No.
It's ours, no?
But it's our generation. And we didn't
That's what I said when I heard it. Pero todavía, I guess these kids grew up más.
Well, listen, I can't speak for the experience of...
You never heard that
I've never heard about that one.
I can't speak for the experience of a Caucasian that maybe grew up with Mr. Rogers feeling entitled. But I could talk about my experience. And I didn't grow up watching Mr. Rogers. I knew who he was.
I saw Mr. Rogers.
I grew up watching El Chavo del Ocho.
I used to watch Mr. Rogers.
I
saw Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Barney.
¿Cómo se llama? Reading Rainbow.
I didn't catch Barney West.
Reading Rainbow I watched. Pero Mr. Rogers once in a while. También como the lamb lady. The lady with the lamb.
Oh, lamb chop.
Yeah, lamb chop. Eso once in a while.
Ese no me gustaba.
Pero no, yo era like Muppet Babies, the Chipmunks, the Chipmunks.
Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Ese güey. Pero I like Mr. Rogers. I mean, I like what he did, and he's
Is it true that he's like supposedly heavily tattooed under all that shit?
You told me that.
That's what I heard, way.
Put a rumor.
Y que por eso usaba sweaters and stuff.
I heard that he was really tattooed. I mean, he was in the Navy, right?
I saw a documentary now. How long ago was it? It wasn't too long ago, way. But the documentary too talks about those rumors people had that he was a Navy SEAL and killed all kinds of people, and he was all tatted up. And they're like, it's because people couldn't accept the fact that there was a person like him it's just, this is the way he is. Mm-hmm. They had to associate it like he's trying to make up for something else. Mm. And then they're trying to put something else in his history to say, oh, look, he's trying to redeem himself. Mm. The people couldn't accept this is him way. That's all it is.
He's just a nice person.
I used to watch Pee-wee también.
Oh, yeah,
Pee-wee's Playhouse. Yeah, I remember one day un compa had Pee-wee for his fucking party. And, de pendejo, way. It was those times que you thought it was Pee-wee. You didn't know that there was some guy at a part-time job or was doing it on the weekends to pay
Era la
rent.
security guard, ¿verdad?
Yeah. I thought he was legit Pee-wee. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing in Linwood, way?
No.
Yeah, llegó con la pinche bici y todo el pedo.
¿Quién más? Carusel. That's what, yeah.
I didn't see Carusel.
What else?
Yeah.
And novelas that my mom would put on.
Yeah.
You know, which kind of, it was good, you know. But yeah, Reading Rainbow was one that I watched.
Does she fall on the Chicano fucking spectrum? Does she grow up with Ramon?
Probably, Wayne. She saw Don Francisco.
Oh my God, yes. Don Francisco, Shusha. Anybody remember Shusha?
Yeah, the Shusha shoes. My sister would go crazy for the Shusha shoes.
Weren't they called Shushandalias?
I think so. Those
somebody was,
right?
yes, the jelly ones. Yeah. Somebody at work was laughing at me. I'm like, they were called Shushandalias. Yeah. Like, I remember them.
I don't know that one.
And then another was like, who's Shusha?
Oh.
I'm like, what?
She was pretty hot, man.
That was a whole thing.
She was pretty hot. A few months ago, I saw pictures.
Yeah, she would come out on Saturday morning.
Yeah. Estaba dos, tres, la chucha. Yeah. Y la Gloria Trevi también, remember Gloria
Oh,
Trevi?
my God. Did Ramon ever tell you about that?
No.
About the posters and shit? I'll let him tell you that.
Yeah.
Pero...
He doesn't tell us any of the juicy details.
You can tell us. It's all right.
Este way, like...
He had posters of Gloria Trevi?
No, he had the calendars.
¿Este güey?
Sí, güey. My cousins would get them for him.
Todos pegostiosos.
Todas las pinches... Ew.
De January se iba para December.
He would send my cousins...
De tan pegados.
He would send my cousins a letter. I don't know if he would send them a letter saying where we're going to go and what times or what days. O mi tía le hablaba mi mom le hablaba a mi tía. I don't know. Point is that he would get the calendars.
What?
Sí, los calendarios controversiales.
Pinche Ramon.
And my grandma hated Gloria Trevi.
Really?
So when the movie Zapatos Viejos came out.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember the movie?
Yeah, I remember the movie.
In HP?
Yeah.
We were in Mexico and mi tía nos iba a llevar a ver la de Zapatos Viejos y my grandma had a fit.
She didn't like her?
She hated her. That was the devil. Why was she exposing us to such things? She was livid. I had never seen my grandma like that. Ever. And I'm just like... And then my mom like... Amá, no van a ir a ver una... Mamá, por... You know, trying to... No! And we snuck away. We snuck out. I mean, we still went. I'm like, we're going to still
No, ella estaba greñuda with her Doc Martens. I want to go.
Yo quiero ir. No. Pero le preguntan al pinche Ramón de sus calendarios cochinos.
Pinche Ramón.
And the worst thing was that... The worst was that my parents were fine with it.
But they were like
my mom kind of was like, pinche cochino. Like,
but they were naked or not?
They were not. She wasn't completely naked, but she was almost naked.
You know what?
With the little pasties and stuff.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, they were very like...
it was controversial.
Schoolgirl outfit.
Was it controversial when it came out? I think I kind of remember that.
Le decían la Madonna. They were comparing her to Madonna.
But she was like in some kind of sex ring?
Well, what she was in was a cult,
like
I guess.
A cult,
like a cult. Okay, so her manager... had it was Gloria Trevi and a group of girls that they were all like, he scouted them, you know? So like an R. Kelly situation.
Yeah.
Like the Mexican R. Kelly.
But it was in Brazil, right?
No, las encontraron en Brasil.
Oh, okay.
Like that's where because they were fugitives.
Yeah.
So they found them over there and she served time in prison over there.
I remember that, yeah.
She got pregnant over there. I don't know if she got pregnant from him, her manager. But yeah, it was like an R. Kelly situation.
Wow.
Where this guy was a manager. He had like all these girls. He was
las
having...
tenía bien pinches
las
pendejas.
tenía bien, you know. And the worst was the parents, like any other situation. Like, where the fuck are the parents? The parents, ahí están, se les están dando. He married a 13-year-old. He had like kids with a lot of the women. And
it's a fucking cult.
Yeah. And the thing was that he would use Gloria's name as like, oh, you know, you're gonna be like her. You're gonna be her backup singer. So they were her backup singers.
So she was like in the comp. She knew what was going on.
She knew.
That's why she got in trouble, no?
Yeah, of course. She knew, but then you know what? When you start learning about victim behavior and just all that shit and predator behavior, you kind of understand why it happens.
Well,
like
they go into the Stockholm syndrome, no?
Yeah, the Stockholm syndrome, and then just girls that are probably, you know, missing a paternal figure in their life, and they don't know that a paternal figure is not supposed to be that. You just, you know, someone rescuing them.
Yeah.
And then that's all you know. That's all you learn. So then it's learned helplessness. That's what it is.
Crazy.
You know, that that's what you get used to, so you don't know how to get out of it.
There's a comic, her name's Miss Pat, I think is her name. And she talks about how when she was fucking young, her dude actually fucking shot her.
And she went back.
Well, because that's what her mom taught her. Like her mom told her that those are signs of like love. And she was like, "Well, this motherfucker shot me." I think it was that her mom would get her ass beat by her dad, and then her mom told her like, "This is how they show their love." So then she was like, "Well, if that's how they show their love, this motherfucker loves me because he shot me."
Oh shit!
And so it was that mentality where it's like, you're conditioned.
Yes, you get conditioned to associate that type of behavior with an emotion.
That's crazy.
So then, and then what do you get? People that grow up like that who end up having kids beating up their kids because that's how you show love.
Yeah.
And then those kids grow up and go to school and start bullying everybody.
Do you think it's worse? Like I go through this because you know, just kind of like the childhood stuff. But do you think it's worse to have the parent like divorce absent or have the kid around all that fucking negativity and all that violence? Do you think it's worse on the psychology to have the parents split at a young age or to be a witness to be witness to all the
split up
abuse?
Because but then this is the thing too, there's a lot of factors, but no, it's probably healthier for the child to be out of that toxic environment.
Yeah.
Than, you know, for the parents to be separated, but that doesn't take that toxicity away because then you got a parent who's bad-mouthing the other parent.
Yeah, and that happens a lot.
Yeah, and did you guys see, mira el tema porque, did you guys see that video of this mom? I don't know where it's at. She walks into the cafeteria, agarra el chiquillo, y se lo saca para afuera y da unos pinches cintarazos because he was fucking, because the teacher had called to complain about his behavior. So the mom goes to the school, grabs him, she drags him pretty much, y en el pasillo salen de afuera, se los dan unos pinches guamazos con el cinto y el
chico. On camera?
Yeah, her friend's filming it.
Wow.
And the mom, not only is she whipping the shit out of this little boy, she's fucking attacking him like he's a grown-ass man. Like, she starts like, you little N, and blah, 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 I will beat the... It's a disturbing video because I've worked in the field of social services for so long that you just start dissecting situations and just seeing like you just start creating a pattern in your head of what might be going on behind closed doors. So to me, what I saw in that video is like, clearly the dad is not involved in the picture. Maybe this little boy looks just like his dad, and this mom's just really fucking angry that the dad's not around.
No.
So who is she going to take it out on? I mean, that was where when I saw the video, I'm like, damn, bitch, you really hate this fucking kid.
But see, you know what? Like, I feel like it's such a disservice for parents to like, for the sake of like winning a case or winning custody to fabricate fucking lies. Like,
oh no, it's
like I know I don't want to mention any names, but I know an older guy that's going through that, and his ex told the court that he was molesting his kids just so she can get like fucking.
And what does she gain from that?
Well, she wants fucking.
Pero digo, what is it? Is it a power stroke because I'm gonna get them to?
Well, it's a financial thing that she wants part of his business, and she wants. But I'm saying, like, you're a fucking parent. Like, you would put your kids' psychological future in jeopardy just to fucking fuck this dude financially. Like, are you serious? Like, you're willing to put your kids through that? But dissecting the situation.
Yeah.
This lady was a prostitute in Tijuana. So she has her demons that from what I heard, her mom put her through prostitution in TJ. So
she trafficked her.
So she's just like, she doesn't really.
That's all she knows.
Yeah, she doesn't really.
All she knows is how to get money from men and however she can.
And then she probably figures like, well, I'm scarred and I fucking dealt with it. So if they get scarred, they'll deal with it.
And then maybe she's projecting her own shit and creating her own story for her daughter. And it just goes back to the whole, everybody's damaged and not everybody knows how to heal those fucking wounds, why? And maybe we do know, but no queremos.
What is it that you do? Like, what are you directly involved with at risk?
No, that was my previous job. My previous job was with at-risk youth, working with behavior interventions, crisis intervention. A lot of them were kids that were in the system, quote unquote.
Terrible system.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I have friends that are social workers and they're hard workers. Y por unos pierden todos, you know? Por unos que son flojos, they're just so used to like the system and the, the spinning wheel, just the same thing, And, pero, I worked with kids and teenagers in probation, inside the detention center. Kids that are like not in their, in foster homes, just a lot of behavior.
So you get exposed to like
too much. And then before that job, I was working at a residential treatment center with female inmates who were. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember the one in Long Beach. They were still technically inmates, but they were completing their time in our program. Because they were nonviolent offenders, they were not sex offenders, they were not arsonists. They were more like federal crimes and like petty crimes. Like
how often would you encounter somebody that kind of went that route without having like psychological trauma as a kid?
There was maybe like one or two that were like females that were in there for computer crimes, and they were just hungry for like the adrenaline.
So it wasn't.
It had nothing to do with they had a fucked up background. They just at one point in their life got involved with the wrong guy. Ay, el rebelde. And then from there they learned the life of crime and they liked it. They liked the adrenaline of the, the Bonnie and Clyde situation.
Because sometimes we think that it always stems from some kind of trauma. Like sometimes it's hard for us to accept that people are just born this way.
Yeah. No, there's some people that do it for the drive, the excitement of, because, I mean, it's rare. It's rare. Like you said, it's rare to find someone who's had such a journey, a fucked up maybe journey that didn't have trauma. Pero.
Yeah, but you're talking about like computer crimes with like fucking hacking and shit. That's not the same as,
that's
beating someone.
Yeah, no. And that's what I'm saying. Like, those maybe don't have too much of a traumatic upbringing. Have they been through trauma? Of course. Going to prison's traumatic, Pero no, but more than 9,
I mean, sometimes just having a parent that's successful, that's always working, neglecting you is a trauma.
Yeah.
I mean, you can grow up to feel that you're neglected. And then you're always trying to fill that void, right?
Which is sometimes what happens that you end up, my experience seeing females with men that aren't treating them well, they work all the time, and they're just trying to fulfill that void of like having an absentee parent.
Wow.
In some situations, not all, not all. Pero so I was there for a long time. And then before that, I was at a treatment center where it was 2 different populations, sex offenders and then individuals with mental health and substance abuse, like dual diagnosis. So I've been pretty exposed to stuff.
What made you go that route?
Mira, I went to school, to college, to Cal State LA with the mind and the plan to be a nursing major, but then I'm like, nah, this shit is too hard. This shit is too hard. Let me just take some fucking class, see what I want to do. Yeah. So I had enough of the child development classes and psychology classes, so I'm like, let me just go into psychology.
Wow,
because awesome. I had it.
Yeah.
But then once learning about psychology and everything, like, it's interesting to learn about the mind and all that shit, how it works and the what part of the brain controls the feelings and the emotions and the food and the drives and all that shit. But, psychology is a lot about doing testing, like testing and
a lot of testing.
Yeah. The therapists are the ones that work more with, behaviors and all. I guess therapy, mental health. I mean, no psychologists, all of them, but psychology is more rooted in testing and diagnostic stuff.
Yeah, you get to a point where all you're learning is about how to administer testing.
Yeah, pero so yeah, and then I just got a part-time job, and then I just stayed in the field.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it changed you as a person.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't like people all the time, but I work in the field of providing services for people, Pero sí, I like it. Because I like to hear about stories like where I'm at now, I do assessments with families that are applying for services. And I met 3 or 4 families that are here for, ¿cómo se dice? Asylum. Yeah. I had a family. It was a mom and her daughter, her mom and her 2 daughters who came from Guatemala as part of the caravana.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, so after the meeting was done and I was getting all my information, I'm like, ¿se molesta si le hago unas preguntas que no son parte de la entrevista de aquí? Y le hace, no, sí. And I started asking her, what made you leave your country? What is it? And I told her, I'm like, because here in the United States, the news that we see is that all this shit is happening in Central America and, all these countries, a lot of countries, not just Central America. I'm like, is it what they say that it is? And she's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. She was a nurse over there. Mm-hmm. And her husband was being, les hablaban para amenazar.
Extorted?
Yeah, there you go. She was being extorted. And she's like, and you think it's the gangs, but it's not just the gangs. It's regular citizens that are extorting each other now.
Yeah, está cabrón.
So she took her shit and she took her daughters, and she said, because I asked her, I'm like, is it that bad in the experience of dealing with the immigration officers, with the population that's coming? And she's like, she told me, me personally, el coyote que nos trajo, he was A+ service. He made
5 stars on Yelp.
5 stars, yeah, 5 star. Primera plus.
I wonder if there's a coyote Yelp out there.
I know, rate them and shit.
Be careful.
So she said that, of course the journey was difficult, but that it was better than what she's heard other people. And then she said that when she got here, even the immigration officers here were completely good to her and her daughters. That when they found them in the desert, they put the lady and her daughters in the van, and then when the males that were los hombres que estaban con ellas wanted again, they're like, no, you guys are walking. They're gonna stay in the van.
I heard that too, but I mean, obviously the news is not gonna give you perspective.
So that's what I was asking her, but she said she saw a lot of shit that she was like, I can't believe that my people do that stuff. But,
wow.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to hear all those
Did you ever watch Living Undocumented on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched it. I have it on my queue.
There's a guy on there that's from Colombia that was being extorted too, and I mean, you gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil it, but
spoiler. Okay.
It's definitely I know people out there.
Oh, okay.
But it's definitely it's a different perspective. You definitely see que we do have fucking a privilege to have the status that we have, the things that we worry about, and the things that people worry, the things we take for granted, and how fucking patriotic these people are that actually go through the whole process, that love this country, and we're over here we don't even know what the fuck the Pledge of Allegiance is.
I know,
anymore.
Right? As simple as the citizenship questions, my mom would ask me, and I'm like, I don't know that shit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
Was that George Washington? I don't know.
El que está en el 20.
El Andrew Jackson? No? Oh, I don't know his name.
¿Quién fue?
¿Cuál es ese? ¿Sabe? Yeah. I don't know some of that stuff. But it's true. And I feel for it. When I see the people selling the flowers and, los elotes y todo, I try to make conversation with them just to hear their story.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, it's you don't know what you're going to learn from them sharing something. Pero when we went to the, what was that event? El Velorio? Of course, I was like, los chubidubis. So we were outside, estaba un muchacho con su card and, le hice plática, and he said that his mom got deported 10 years ago. He moved here 10 years ago, I think, and his mom got deported 5 years ago, and there's no way of her coming back, and I'm just like, and what do you do? He's like, this is what I do, me and my dad, and then I started asking him about how he got here and all this stuff, and then, I don't know, that's what I try to do now, you don't know what you're going to learn from that.
But, speaking of, being patriotic and really, loving this country once they go through the process, there's fucking guys that got deported that served this fucking country, and they're still wearing their fucking army, their Marine hats. They're still really proud that they served the country that fucking deported them. Can you believe that shit?
American heart.
There's this. You saw the little dog.
Yeah, no.
Was it Vice or who was it with?
I don't remember, but the veterans that got deported que están en Tijuana.
In Tijuana,
yeah. There's even like a program in TJ for people that are getting deported. You know,
Tijuana is fuck, man. Tijuana has lack of resources. The Haitians went there. They don't want to give them asylum. Central Americans, todos los que deportan de aquí.
Ahí llegan.
Tijuana is para los ciudadanos de Tijuana, like they're really having a hard time.
Yeah.
And I feel for them. I see both sides of it. It's a really sad, fucked up situation, but I see both sides of it, and it's
because now it's 3 different cultures, 3 different population. You know, like Central Americans, their culture, their practices, their traditions. The Haitians, their practices, their cultures, their traditions.
Pero sabes que, Noelia, I feel like, I mean, this is maybe just like the circle that I have in Mexico, but I feel like they still have like that Central American beef that we got rid of. I feel a lot of us. Remember back in the day growing up, que there was a beef con los salvadoreños, and
it was the blacks and Mexicans and Saudis.
I feel que en Mexico todavía sigue ese like Central American kind of
for sure.
Real.
Yeah, I mean, they're just as bad as people here being racist against us, you know, but then over there in Mexico, it's more classism and colorism than it is racism, you know?
That falls in the same umbrella, no?
Well, racism is you just hate a race. Over there is like, you could be Mexican, but if you're dark, you're shit. I could be a Caucasian looking Mexican and you could be a dark one, but you're shit because you are dark.
Yeah.
You know? Por ejemplo, ¿qué pasó con esta la actriz Yalitza? I forget her name. Like la Yalitza Garcia, la de Roma. All the fucking backlash that chick got. Hate from fucking Mexicans.
Pero así es la raza.
Así es la raza.
Por eso digo, that's colorism and classism.
Yeah.
You know? Because when you see a dark person, like, that's what I've been taught. That's what I've read. You know, the classism is like, where do you work? What's your economic status? Colorism is the tone of your skin. So in Mexico, it's like brown people are associated with being poor.
But it's the same way.
Same here.
But I'm saying it's the same way with the black culture también.
But here it's race because there's so many races. Too, you know,
the black culture has it with like the actual African, but I mean like the ones that are from like Africa. I mean there's a certain kind of.
So I mean it's not just
There's a beef there.
Well,
there's a lot of bleaching in like. The people buy products to bleach their skin, make it like Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa. What did he do? So a lot of people do that, you know.
But you know what, Africa, there's I was reading up on this article where like the U.S. is building a bunch of fucking like drone fucking airstrips or whatever you want to call them in Africa, because it's a easier fucking launch to the Middle East than another place. So right now Africa's getting fucking invaded by the U.S. doing this shit, and China is taking over Africa. They're putting them in debt by telling them
China's putting a lot of money like into it
and making them go in debt. So
no, it's like here we owe fucking China fucking lana.
But that's what they're doing in Africa.
They need money, and they'll ask the U.S. for some kind of assistance. And the U.S. ahorita como estamos, ya ves, they don't fucking. This administration doesn't want to fucking help anybody. They're like, nah, we pass. China jumps in and goes, hey, wait, no pedo, way.
We'll do it.
Aquí te lo doy. But it's for what you're saying. So now you have them on the gancho way.
But you know what the difference is, Fernando, is that the U.S., there's a separation, you think, right? I mean, obviously, there's a lot of colluding around businesses and government, but businesses and government are looked at as a separate entity. And in China, they're one. They're the same. So it's easier to pass something because it's all related to the same shit. But that's why they move a lot faster than everybody else. Way, I mean, they don't have to go through the hoops and hurdles that we do. Because business and government are like Huawei, all these fucking phone companies. They're all the government way. I mean, they're all hooked and linked with the government. And I think for the most part, we think that it's like that. But I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes on behind closed doors. Like all that Epstein shit that he supposedly killed himself.
Did you read about that? That
the cameras weren't working at the exact moment.
¿Cómo se llama el que hace
Cabrón.
the guy that chops him up and figures out how he died?
Oh, autopsy.
The autopsy guy. ¿Cómo se llaman?
Oh, ese güey es el que sale en los crime shows. The guy that came up.
Okay, pues él, supposedly, él dijo que the injuries he sustained are not a suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's asfixiado, pero no es suicidio.
Yeah.
Que tiene muchas señales en el cuerpo de que eso no fue un suicidio. How do you get marks like that?
Yeah.
Hanging yourself.
Yeah.
We all know what happened.
Yeah.
We all know what happened. And, well, ni modo, pervs.
Está cabrón.
Eso le pasa.
But he knew a lot of people. He could throw a lot of people under the bus.
Este otro, ¿cómo Tekashi?
El
Otro,
pinche ya echando dedo todo.
el otro, el taki-taki.
¿Qué fin va a tener ese pendejo?
Dude,
I mean, it's not like he could blend in.
No, but...
Even if he dyes his hair, I mean, he's got a bunch of tattoos in his face.
Pero... va a tener otro pinche álbum ese güey.
Who was telling me? Were you telling me that now the snitching is not
as...
It's not like...
You don't
I
get
mean,
stitches?
that's what I heard. That's what I was watching, that they were...
Snitches don't get stitches anymore?
Yeah.
Un big major
Generations
producer.
going down the hill.
Yeah, major producer was like, yeah, people are going to get over it. They'll be over
but
it.
the people are over it now. We haven't heard about it anymore, güey.
Yeah.
For like a week, it was everywhere, güey.
You know, yeah, you're right, bro. You're right.
Yeah, that's what happens now. Like, shit's fucking big for 1 minute. Like, right now, it's like, you know, the Brazilian forests are still burning.
No.
You know, it's like, well, yeah, nomás pusieron una foto, yeah. Like, no, they're still burning. Like, they're killing everybody to raise crops there.
I
you
didn't
know?
stop, yeah.
That's
Like,
crazy.
It's not stopping. Like, it's still happening.
Yeah, and then everybody forgot, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the lungs of the earth. Yeah, they're still fucking smoky.
They're still fucking on fire, güey, pero
They're still bombing Middle Eastern countries. Everything's still going on, you know?
It's crazy.
Yeah, all the news just goes fast, güey. It's too fast.
Y por eso la gente está más ansiosa, está más nerviosa, más deprimida, más hopeless, you know? Like, all this shit, we're so bombarded with all negative. I mean, it's reality, though. It's bad stuff, though.
But I blame the algorithms of these social networks. I blame, like, if you want to see that, you're going to always see that. Or if you're triggered by that, you're going to always get triggered by that. It just depends on the websites or the pages that you follow. That's the only information that you get.
That's why I only see dog videos.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, like people...
I deleted like fucking 200 people on Instagram because it was just like...
Same thing.
This is like the same. I was like, wait, I don't like this feel. This is fucking... So now all I get is guitars and dogs.
Yeah.
That's all I get.
Yo veo pinches dogs and cats fighting each other.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the videos of dogs being rescued. And I'm like, no, I don't want to think of that, you know?
Yeah, that's how...
Like sad stuff, pero así pinche gato smacking a dog out of nowhere. Like, yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, those are funny.
Yeah, I'll watch that shit, or like dumb shit, pero... My brother's like, why do you send me pictures of dogs? I'm like, because they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, why else, you know?
Wow.
Like, yeah, pero...
I just don't like when they breed them like to make them look like artifacts, like really tiny.
Yeah.
Like, that's not...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's like...
There was something I was reading, and they're like... Don't call them hybrids. They're fucking mutts.
Yeah.
Like when you mix like a beagle with a pug
They call them
hybrid.
hybrids
Like,
now?
yeah, like, it's a hybrid dog. They're like, no, they're mutts. They're mutts. They look cute, but they're mutts.
No.
Don't call them hybrids.
No mames.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm like, no.
I never heard that.
It's a hybrid, a little more pricey. La chingada, güey.
That's a mud.
It's a mud, güey.
That's a fucking Chihuahua mixed with a German Shepherd. How that
No,
happened,
you know what
I don't
saw?
know.
A Chihuahua boxer mix. No, Chihuahua bulldog mix. And the owner called them a Buwawa.
No, mames.
Yeah. I said, oh, he's a Buwawa. I'm like, I'm like, a Buwawa. She's like, yeah, it was a bulldog and a Chihuahua. I'm like, please tell me it was a bulldog that was a female. Please, because she's like, yeah. I'm like, and it was a really pretty dog.
Was it?
Yeah, it was fucking...
Was it Chingon hybrid?
I was like, if I could get another dog, I'm going to steal that one.
You know, the South Korea, they do the fucking, where your pet dies and you can clone it. But there's little things that are different about it. Like, it's not like 100% the pet that you just lost.
Yeah.
But these
No va a
guys...
tener la personalidad ese...
There's a little difference.
Oh,
Se ven los perritos que tienen secretos. Like, they look a little off. But they're doing that. I mean, apparently, like, these guys are really into their dogs and they don't want to fucking lose them. So they're cloning them.
Well, Barbra Streisand cloned her dogs.
Did she?
Yeah.
I thought that was illegal here.
No. I mean, maybe
It's
she did
legal
it in
to clone
China, so
them
trajo
here.
para acá.
Yeah, that probably...
No sé, I don't know the process, but yeah, she supposedly cloned her
She
dogs.
can do some dances, güey. She's
Barbra
Streisand.
Streisand. Yeah, she can do
Yeah,
whatever
those
she wants.
fucking... What happened to all those ladies that fucking cheated on the test? They gave them like...
the fucking the entrance.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, some of them, they give them shit, but it's not
Felicity Huffman completó sus 2 semanas.
There was a lady they were trying to put in jail because her kid fucking missed school or some shit. Like they were highlighting like the difference between like.
Oh yeah.
Like they wanted to give her like fucking 5 years away because the kid missed school or some shit.
I think there was one that I read que a una mom le dieron 10 años porque usó un domicilio diferente.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That one.
School, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you got Felicity Huffman.
Well,
and then
there's a bunch of them, no?
La de Full House.
A
esa cada rato le están subiendo más los años.
Pero es que
she's fighting it.
But es que esa cabrona pissed everybody else because she would go in fancy in the courthouses. La Felicity was a little bit more humble.
Yeah.
No, pero la tía, whatever, the Uncle Jesse's...
Becky.
Laughlin?
Yeah, she was fighting it. The other ones were like,
saying not
fuck
guilty.
it, we're guilty.
Yeah.
Yes, this keeps going with their fucking not guilty. So like, así cabrona.
Yeah, viene a amarrar esos pinches huevos. Like, no, yo no fui y no lo hice.
And her daughters, I think, dropped out already, or they took a semester off.
Oh, they did? Oh, shit.
There was too much pressure.
She was like a YouTube star or something.
Yeah.
No, she had a YouTube channel.
She had her YouTube channel of, life and times of like the rich and famous and their depression and their own stress.
Shit.
And the shit they go through in their nice, fancy USC dorms. Being in the road team that you don't even participate in. It's a lot of stress. So, all that shit got to her. Ya no está. No sé si hace todavía su YouTube, pero that's what I know.
Yeah, I know. They both, I think, took some time off.
Y el esposo. Y el esposo era ese que hacía para Target, like ropa. Yeah.
Oh, he's some kind of
Mosimo or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, white privilege. What?
Está cabrón. And she's still fighting it, fucking.
She's still fighting it, so they're just... Primero empezaron que con 20 años y ahora están a 50 years.
What? They're 50 years? I'm not going to give her 50 years.
I'm not going to give her 50 years.
No, they're not. They're going to give her like 2 weeks.
Like the other one, yeah.
And she's only going to do 2 days because it's overpopulated.
Time served. La 101.
Yeah.
Pick up some trash.
Yeah. And then it's funny because...
And she's going to get out of that way.
I know, right?
Even when you would hear like, in those TV shows or like... Yo veo on YouTube like... segments of shows and they're talking about her and people are still like, yeah, but she's gonna lose her freedom for 2 weeks. So?
Yeah.
The fuck? So what? 2 weeks of what? No fucking caviar or pampering?
Yeah, they go to the little nice pampered fucking prison wing.
2 weeks? Like, okay, so your freedom's getting taken away for 2 weeks.
It's a federal crime, right?
Yeah.
So they're not gonna go federal.
No.
If they go to prison, it's a federal prison, which is, I mean,
todo nice, hasta
the white collar.
But dissecting that whole like kind of rich lifestyle, do you think it's? I mean, I'm thinking about it because of my life. Like, I wouldn't want to have all that. Like, I wouldn't want to have, because that also fucks with your head.
Yeah.
To have privilege, to not earn anything, to fucking.
I want to be privileged.
I wouldn't.
I'll try it.
Just for a day.
I wouldn't want that.
I'll take a decade or two.
No, sí también es presión.
I wouldn't want that.
Pero sabes que cuando eres pobre, you learn how to survive with what you have. And then when you're rich and you grow up with everything and you have nothing, how do you survive?
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta learn from
still.
scratch,
I mean, I know we make fun of it, like, oh yeah, your life's so hard, but it is fucking. I mean, it's not. I get it. There's more luxuries. There's more fucking. But you don't appreciate shit in life. Do you really want to be that person that doesn't appreciate shit?
No, not at all.
So I mean, fuck.
Shit, I want to move back to the hood. I live in Downey now, and I want to move back.
No.
Only because it's like, me maybe it's like I just gotta stay humble. I gotta stay humble and real. Keep it real. Learn how to appreciate that where I came from, and then maybe give back to it.
I mean, just everything you have, you earned.
Yeah.
Like if I was giving everything and I'm in my deathbed and I'm reflecting my fucking life, I'm not gonna think that I'm so fucking proud of the house that my mom gave me, or I'm so proud of the car. What am I going to be proud of if I didn't earn anything? At least if you buy your home or whatever materialistic or the lifestyle that you got for yourself, when you're in your deathbed, you're going to appreciate everything that you did and the struggles that you went through, not the struggles that somebody else went through to get what you have in life.
But you'll have a completely different mentality in that case, Wayne. Because if you grew up differently, you can't have the same mentality. You're not going to think, oh, fuck. Me regalaron todo.
That's what I'm saying. But right now in my mentality, I don't think like I wish I had that life. I wouldn't want that fucking life. I want that life, me earning all that shit. I want to not worry about money and travel and do everything that I want. but I earned it. My parents didn't give me that.
I see what you're saying.
I don't want to be born in third base and hit and think I hit a triple.
Yeah. You don't want to get a participation trophy.
No, like
No, I hear what you're saying.
You know?
No, I mean, yo también idealmente, like, I would work hard to go. I mean, in my ideal world, I would like save up money, take some flight lessons.
That's awesome.
Buy me a little plane and just travel the world.
Awesome.
That's what I mean, ideally. But I'm like, where am I going to park my fucking plane?
And then if you fucking go down like all those little Cessnas.
I know, por eso. No,
don't be so negative, bro.
El Harrison Ford, ¿cuántas veces?
I say, you hit up the golf course in Venice with you,
Y sale bien, muy campante el Indiana Jones.
What do you think? So the first thing is to become an actress, get a fucking bomb-ass role. So if anything happens to you, that's fucking Noelia, a.k.a. fucking
Noelia Jones.
She'll survive anything.
Lola la Trailera 2020.
My dad used to call me Lola.
Reloaded.
No, that's, I mean, ideally in my world, y con mis dogs.
That's awesome. I didn't know that about you.
That's what I want. I mean, I'm scared of heights, but I would want to learn how to fly a little plane.
That's cool.
You know? Muy ahí, I've been watching too much Narcos.
No, también a little plane or even a helicopter. Helicopter's more complicated too.
Y sabes, and it's funny that you say Indiana Jones because he was, I think, he was my first crush in movies, like Indiana Jones, and I wanted to be a paleontologist.
Shit.
I wanted to be in Dr. Indiana Jones. Y in the movie, the Temple of the Doom, they're in a little plane. He said they jump, and I'm like, I want to fly a plane.
Oh, shit.
But that movie traumatized me
your
too.
life, though.
Yeah.
You were jealous that you weren't Ally McBeal?
Nah, not tanto, ya no. I was jealous that I was in Princess Leia.
He was married to her, no? That
He's still married to her.
He is?
Yeah, la adoptó su hijo de ella.
Oh, shit.
They've been married, they've been together. But yeah, Indiana Jones. But yeah.
Eso sí, hablando de lana, también, güey, I saw también some like little mini fucking segment thing on YouTube about how the prices of the fucking daycare, because they're fucking crazy.
Oh, shit.
But the example, like there's I think it was two families, but the main family they focused on was I don't know if they're white, but they look like güeros. But so there's two güeros, and then the husband makes like a little bit over 100,000, and the girl quit her thing to start her own thing, and it was like, ¿qué pedo? And so that they fucking, in the comments though, right away, everybody, all the pinche comments was like, you make 100,000 and you're fucking crying about this and this and this. And they're right away, you don't even have to fucking watch the thing.
No.
Pero Simon, because they're like, in rent, they pay 5,000. For childcare for their I think it was 2 or 3 kids, they pay another 5,000. So a month, they pay 10,000. And the chick used to work as a lobbyist, so she had a chunk of savings.
Oh, sure.
And she's like, so that's going to run out in like 2 months, and then we don't know what we're going to pay. And that's why people were like, you make $100,000 and you can't figure it out?
Shit.
A la verga. They're like, a la verga with these fucking people. So you're like, to them, that's a big problem, no? It's a serious problem.
It's a stress to them.
First world problems. Right?
Yeah.
First world problems.
And everybody in the comments like, no mames, güey, I wish I made 100,000.
Dick, I told you I was looking at YouTube videos of vanning, converting fucking vans and living off of vans. I'm like, hey, I might save some money and this and that. In that community, there's people like that. That fucking make $100,000 a year that want the vanning lifestyle, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I fucking renovated my van. It was cheap. It was like $25,000." I was like, $25,000? I don't fucking have $25,000 laying around to renovate a van. Like, so it's like the bohemian kind of cool thing to do,
like glamping.
But they're still putting a lot of money into these.
I've seen those, way, pero even worse, way, because there's one I saw. Se le salió chingón, way.
Yeah, the sprinters.
Like when they started and you're showing it, I'm like, oh shit, and you watch a lot of them. They're like, no, yeah, I went to Home Depot. I bought the wood, I cut everything up, puse el panel. Like, I did most of it. I got a friend to do the electrical. Este was like, yeah, they show it. And he's like, yeah, me salió chingón, blah, blah, blah. ¿Cuánto te salió? No, well, I was like fucking 65,000, so it wasn't too bad.
Shit,
and he goes, ¿y tú lo armas? No, I paid some dude to do it. That's why I came out a little crazy. I was like, no mames, güey.
Wow.
He cash way, like he's fucking, I'm free and clear because I own it now. I was like, no mames, what's 65,000 way?
But you know that I was telling Fernando, have you ever heard of trade lines?
Trade
lines.
No.
Yeah.
What is that?
I was telling Fernando about this, but
You gave away all the secrets.
No, well, it's I mean, this is one of those things where like this is how like people that have fucking money, this is one of the things that they do to pass it on to their fucking kids. There's this thing called trade lines, and there's like trade line brokers where, let's say you have like a really good fucking credit score.
Okay.
And you have a credit card that you've been paying for like fucking 5-6 years. You've been doing your payments. The way that the FICO, like the credit report is rated, most of it is with payment history. A big chunk of it. Like, I think like 35% of it is.
Well, no one knows.
It's payment history, keeping up with your payments. So there's these things called trade lines, and there's trade line brokers. So if you have a 800 credit score and you've been paying this car for 6-7 years, you can put it for listing through these brokers. And somebody like me, let's say my credit score is 500. I can book your fucking listing and have you put me as an authorized user through a broker. As soon as you put me as an authorized user, your credit history, your payment history goes to my credit. My credit shoots up 50 to 100 points in a matter of a month or two. What? And that's what these people do with their kids. As soon as they turn 18, they put them under their credit as an authorized user. So these kids at 18 already have
credit.
They have a history of credit that's like way ahead of what we do when we're kids.
Well, yeah, but the trade line, that's what it is. I mean, you don't get all the credit history. You get that whatever card or whatever they put you on.
But they still get better credit
enough to bump you.
But I'm saying but as soon as they add you, what happens is, say you've had that, como ese que dices, like 8 years, say you have that card 8 years, you always paid it on time, and your credit score already touching on, you get all that back history.
Yeah.
So as soon as they add you, you get all that bad history, like if you paid it for 8 years, plus you get anything that's happened. So that's why it jumps up so fast.
And whatever I do doesn't affect your credit, you know? So they're called trade lines. This is like one of those I mean, it's not that because it's all over the internet. Yeah. But who knows about that? Like, I never read until a week or two ago. I didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. And I've reached.
But this is one of the little things that these people do to have their kids get
advantage.
A super advantage.
Too much.
I mean, you're 21.
What did you do to get that credit? Nothing.
Yeah. You were just privileged enough to, or lucky enough to be born into that fucking.
Yeah. And that's one of the things too, like, I was talking to some people a few days ago de que estamos hablando de, por ejemplo, like how some kids when they like, I didn't take karate classes, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, you know, I'm like, our parents didn't know any better.
Yeah.
You think if our parents knew this shit, they wouldn't have done it too?
Yeah. I didn't have access to a fucking swim. I don't know how to fucking swim. Like I never. My parents.
I know how to float.
My parents weren't the ones that let's go to the pool or our apartment. Like I never was exposed to that. So I was like maybe 18 or 19. Like wait,
your first pool party. You're like,
no, pues aparte I had the soy titties. I was self-conscious about my soy titties. I was a guy fucking in the pool with the shirt on.
Aww.
Yeah, no, I've always had that. But yeah, no, I mean, it was one of those things where I didn't realize till I was older. Like, wait, oh shit, I don't know. You know how to swim? Yeah, I know how to swim. What? Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
I just do one lap or two and I'm like, mejor voy a flotar.
Pero yeah, our parents weren't like, hey, let's go fucking do this.
And then the thing too is, for example, right now where I work at, they're collecting information for all the clients to see what population is not being served as much, because one of the populations not being served enough is the Latinos. I'm like, there's a lot of things that can happen. As Latinos, at least Mexican growing up, like my parents were the type like, no, we're not going to take anything from the government. Whether if it's free or not, we're not going to take it. Because we don't have to owe it back. And then B, that's just not in our...
But do you think that flooded into our generation?
Well, there's still a lot of undocumented people who can benefit from services, but they don't because they're scared of asking for services. Because we're taught, no, we work hard for our money. We work hard for stuff that we want for ourselves.
Yeah.
Anything that comes like from the government, you're just taking advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's part of pride and part of our culture of that we're taught that, you know?
Yeah.
Even us, like, maybe there's some programs out there that can help freaking 40-year-old single women who aren't trying to do shit anymore in their life. Like, hey, is there a loan for me?
Well, I'm sure there is. Yeah.
There has to somewhere out there, but maybe I don't know about it. So, por eso llega también al tema de, you know, growing up, like, I didn't go, you didn't go to swimming classes. I didn't go to like karate or any of that shit. Cause maybe there were some, but my parents didn't know what to look for. They didn't know where to look. All they wanted to make sure is that we went to school and we got home back safe. Yeah. And then we didn't get in gangs. Yeah. You know, but Ramon just fucked it up for everybody.
Right away.
But if you knowing that maybe there's some kind of program or something that you can benefit from, you would do it, or you still would have that mentality?
No, I probably would. I'd be a little bit like, what's this all about? How is this going to come and bite me back in the ass? That's what I always...
Pues ya viste when they're trying to pass, no? The Trump administration, the thing that if you take any social service...
Oh, yeah. If you're trying to apply for the... Yeah, it's so stupid.
So it kind of reflects back on those fears of the
exactamente. Y por eso it just adds to the whole, no, I'm just going to work hard for me and for my family and for my family back home. Because that's pretty much why our parents come over here. You know, we're like, what, first generation American, quote unquote. Our parents just came over here to make sure that we had a better opportunity than they did and to help their family back home, you know? And now it's, you know, us growing up, like you're saying, now you're taking care of your father, you know?
No.
Now me, I'm like, my dad went to Mexico. Like, I got to call him later. He get back safe. You know, what do you need? You're going to be alone for 2 weeks. You're in Adrian. Like, what do you guys need? You know, now we become the adult and the parents, you know?
No.
So then nosotros ourselves, we end up like, he'll be fine. I'm not going to try to put him in no old home. I don't know, you know?
Yeah. It's tough. That's a tough one.
Yeah. So.
Because I still deal with it. And I know I shouldn't, but I still deal with like, well, this fucker wasn't there when I was a kid. Yeah. Like, what?
And that's what makes you different than him.
Yeah, I know.
You're more conscientious. You've been exposed to way more things than your dad. We've been exposed to too many more things than our parents were, you know? So we've been able to navigate through all that shit. So we're more experienced than our parents. Yeah. More experienced in the sense of like, okay, maybe we're not parents, but we have seen more things, you know? Yeah. Not so much more que digas, oh, yo sé más que mi papá. No, pero yo he visto más cosas quizás diferentes, or like my mom says, like, you're my eyes. Mm-hmm. Like I live things through you because, you know, she's limited to certain things because of my little brother.
Yeah.
You know? So, pero, yeah.
I mean, pero está cabrón, ¿no?
Like, I don't know, Fernier, ¿qué dices tú, güey?
Pero está cabrón because they went through that. I mean, regardless of the fact that it was easier in those days to come over here than it is now. I mean, they still went through that.
It was cheaper. It wasn't as vigilant as it is now, but it was still as stressful, I'm sure.
So that's what I mean. Like, yeah, we probably went through more, but I mean, obviously they went through a lot of shit.
Oh, no, yeah. Pero digo, like, tú quizás has visto cosas más. Like, your dad, like, you, for example, you're a musician, so you've seen that side of life that maybe your parents didn't see, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been a concert whore over here. Yeah. You know, the experiences I've seen. You know, it's just stuff like that. Or just even my mom, like, she was 19 when she got married. She didn't get to experience single, living her best life.
Maybe we have
hot girl summer life.
It's more opportunities for sure.
What the fuck? Esa pinche canción, Hot Girl Summer.
I don't know what that is.
Just listen to it, and then, you know.
Oh, we got it right.
Oh. But, se llama Hot Girl Summer.
I see what you're saying. It's just we get... Even, you know, sometimes you talk to your parents about stuff and they're like, what is that, dude?
Yeah.
And it's just in their little bubble, pues. They never leave that bubble.
Because, once again, it's the whole fear of them being in the country. Was like, even when they're citizens already, you know? Yeah. Es como la canción La Jaula de Oro. Like Los Tigres.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, I've been here for... What are you giggling about?
It's fucking thing you told me to fucking look up.
I didn't tell you. I just said Hot Girl Summer. Es una canción.
Hot Girl Summer? That sounds like a fucking sushi roll.
Oh, no, forward it though.
No,
just read to the music part.
I don't know where the music part is.
I'm only saying Hot Girl Summer because everybody was saying Hot Girl Summer on TV. And I'm like, what the fuck is Hot Girl Summer? So then I went online on YouTube. I'm like, Hot Girl Summer. Y es una rapper chick.
Yeah, might as well be a vato rapping because puras nalgas.
Oh, yeah? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Hot Girl Summer.
I never heard this. See, I feel like my parents right now, like,
yeah.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Eso qué?
Pues no way. I didn't know what freaking clout meant.
Clout?
Like, yeah, they're just doing it for the clout.
Oh,
like having
attention.
Clout? Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, well, there you go.
I thought having clout was like you have fucking.
Lo mismo.
No, like they want clout. Like some.
like credit was like...
Yeah, that's what I... Clout.
Yeah.
No,
They-
un chiquito. Well, a mí me dijo un 17-year-old. He's like, blah, 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 they just want clout. And I'm like, can you explain what clout means? He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh. And that when he told me, it sounded more like, oh, they're on my jock. That's what it meant, but something like that.
Yeah,
they're on my jock.
Way, they fucking...
And I'm just like, what does that mean?
It's a whole nother, like...
Por ejemplo, también cuando estaba la palabra...
influence or power way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's how in your clout.
On fleek or fleek. Like, oh, girl, you fleek. You're on fleek or something.
We're sounding our age right now.
That eyebrow.
Chingues, güey.
That eyebrow's on fleek, or también con la otra palabra, snatched, like that you're put together.
Snatched?
Ah, cabrón,
I
eso
can
sí no me
snatch meant
Now
something
snatched.
else. When I
I
was a
know.
kid.
Snatched.
Right?
Con la D.
Oh.
I know that it's a word that's originated in the, oh my God, drag queen culture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Snatched?
snatched, because like se veían bien perronas las
Oh,
cabronas.
shit. Se antoja.
Se antoja? No, snatched. Like you're put together, like you're snatched.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Make
That's
sense in my brain.
It doesn't make sense in my brain, but I'm like, I'll use it. You look snatched, girl.
You use it?
Estás cabrona.
That dress is on
Living your
fleek.
joven life.
Living your best
I
life.
don't use
Hot
the
Girl
fleek
Summer.
either, güey. No mames.
No, but la canción
Oh,
Hot Girl
fleek.
Summer is just es una rapper. She's like 24. She's just singing about like, hey, I'm single, I'm living my life, I'm a hot girl, I'm dating all these guys. Like, what's your problem? Pretty much. You know.
Oh, okay.
Pero la escuchaba en la TV, like, oh, Hot Girl Summer. I'm like, the fuck is Hot Girl Summer?
Yeah. What am I missing?
Summer's
out on?
already over. What am I missing? Like, did I not get the memo? Just like Esteban's show?
I know, right? Oh, right away. Huh?
Right away.
Let me plug in the. Let me. We just put out the fucking EP on. Have you heard it on Shopify or Spotify? Or
No.
Pinche nola.
Sabes, I'm
Like
gonna
2
add
weeks
you
ago.
guys to Sluthammer. I have Sluthammer as an artist.
Just go on Spotify. iTunes is lagging, but if you go on to fucking the music ones, go on
mira.
Walking Fire, Sweet Edge, you guys can hear the EP that we just fucking put out.
Mira, vas.
It's on Spotify.
Let me look right now. Spotify.
Sí sale de volada, dirán.
I saw
No, yo tenía los bookies puestos.
Oh yeah, I saw everybody posting the Tropicalia fucking.
I like los bookies, the
yeah,
old
you do.
school.
Yeah, you do.
This is 80s.
I know you do. Yeah, you're Ramon's sister.
Chido.
I like those bookies.
Did you see that Tropicalia? What's it called?
I could have gone.
Everybody was posting on that shit this week on Instagram.
Michi,
she went?
She went, her sister, her brother-in-law.
What did she think?
Some friends. She liked it. I'm like, I'm going next year.
It was a good lineup.
Yeah, Los Tigres, Fobia, Caifanes.
Fobia played too?
I think Fobia was there. Paquita la del Barrio.
Los Tucanes, Los Ángeles Azules.
Los Dandies.
Yeah, it was a fucking
lot.
lineup. And you know what was good to see is that shit would look packed. And you know, I thought it was at the sports arena at the Pico, but
They moved it. Well,
it's in
changed
Pomona. Yeah?
yeah, it was.
get
I know
more.
last year or 2 years ago it was in Long Beach.
No, ese concert, ese event is gonna fucking grow every year, I think. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's gonna
Good.
be a
Well,
big
that
one.
one it grew this year. I'm telling
I
you.
hope they don't change, dude. I hope it doesn't become like fucking Coachella, all fucking lame. and shit.
It is. You know it is.
I hope they keep like fucking
Paisa status.
like
Forever
that
and ever.
mix, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it was in Long Beach in the Queen Mary.
Uh-huh.
Y luego, porque se hizo un chingo de gente, then they
The
moved
hazard,
it to
right?
the
Yeah.
peak, to
Yeah,
Pico
moved it
Rivera.
to-
But then even more tickets sold. They're like, yeah.
They moved it
Se
to...
volvieron a
Is
Pomona.
that the first festival of its kind? I see, like for
I
Spanish.
think so.
It is, right? Yeah.
Ajá, nomás, lo único que yo sabía growing up was La Fiesta Broadway.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember?
Do they still have those?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
That's
You know,
Broadway.
the other day we went to the Mayan porque fuimos a ver a la Alejandra Guzmán.
Oh shit, you do.
Oh, she's
You go to a
fucking-
lot of concerts, huh?
I love concerts. That's why, you know, when I started dating my dude, I le go, you know what, le go, yo soy bien sencilla. Like, I'm modest. You don't got to worry about buying me fancy shit. Like, I like tacos. I like pizza.
Getting pretty fancy, eh?
I like scary
I
movies.
know, right?
Like, I'm not a pricey person, but the stuff that I do like is pricey, like concerts and traveling. So, you know.
So, yeah, she's a little pricey.
She's like Oscar Wilde. I'm pretty easy going. Only the best satisfies me. Dice el güey.
Yeah, no me tienes que comprar ninguna bolsas de Coach.
Nah, you're pretty humble. I never saw you as like get a little brands y que esto y que esta madre.
And you know, I even told that to my mom one time. Like, you know what? I feel like you wanted me to be that girl. I know me. I'm like, yeah, you did. You would make me dress, and I would always rip them.
Oh, pues.
Yeah, like you always try to. But that was I don't know. No. And my mom was completely different from me. Ella más vanidosa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like in her pic, like when she was young, she was all like. She thought she was hot girl summer. Y yo bien pinche chilapastrosa, like, me vale. Yeah, you know, like, at one point too, my dad, like, because me and Marissa were always asked, he's like, oye, mija, no, ¿qué no piensa que ustedes son manfloras? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? Yeah, that's such a bad word for a lesbian.
He thought you guys were fucking.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you? He's like, do they think you guys are? I'm like, why would they think that? Like,
who's they?
People, just people.
Really?
Yeah, because we would always hang out, pero era más así, like...
Gente chismosa.
You know, Marisol siempre bien arreglada, bien bien, a ver, ¿dónde está? A ver, where's the... Ahí es bien nice. Y yo bien acá, like, pinche...
Marisol.
Pero, anyways...
Yeah.
What did we get to? How did I get to talking about that
Acá
shit?
te tengo tu Spotify, mira, güey. No se agüiten.
Oh, shit. Esta está buena para echarse un churro y tirar un palo.
Sounds about right, güey. That's where I would have thought of it right away.
We're going to go back to the studio in January to record more like the cumbias.
Yeah?
Definitely fucking Starsky and Hutch going on right now.
Oh, shit.
Hey. Dale, tía, dale! Hey!
Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that.
No, that sounds... Hey, where's Yudi's at, though?
I'm still trying.
Where's Yudi's at?
It's right there next to the Allen Theater in Southgate.
Yeah.
In front of the Miller.
¿Cuándo van a tocar en las cariñosas? That's where I'll go.
No, is that place still around?
I'm sure it is. I see the sign, all cursive and
Totally
pink.
fit in right there, güey.
All cursive and in pink.
I can see
Ahí con las ficheras y con los tíos
I
ahí.
can say the señoras fucking.
Y luego así la picking out. ¿Y esos quiénes son? Mira, es un poquito de rock and roll.
Oh, shit. A ver, señora, cáele.
Ay, cáele.
A ver.
Amiga, cáigale para acá. Ándale.
Ahorita te atiendo, chiquita.
¿Qué le ayudamos, oiga? ¿Y su esposa dónde está, oiga?
Así un güey que cuando le fui a poner la alarma a la workman, güey. Llegó una muchacha like, bien bonita. Y el pinche el don que estaba ayudando nos deja ahí to the side y le dice, ahorita te atiendo, chiquita. Qué vato cochino.
No.
Oh, mames, güey.
I mean,
there's a shout out right there. Thank you, Fernie.
No, it sounds really good, though.
I mean, I'm still trying.
No.
I gave up for a little bit, though.
What, the music?
Yeah.
Pero, ¿por qué pasó? What?
I just got burned
What's a little
out.
while? What's a little while?
A few years. I didn't play guitar for like 2 years. And my guitars were at the pawn shop. I didn't really care about them. And my equipment was in the pawn shop. And I don't know. I just got burned out.
Well, you've been in like, 30 bands?
No, it hasn't been that much.
Pinche band slut.
You've
Hey, but I've been in all the bands. I've been a Band-Aid for all of them.
Yeah, she's been there through thick and thin.
Incienso, and then Love Dolls, and then Toy District.
You have a lot of dirt on me. I gotta be on your good side forever.
No, yeah. I'm gonna throw you under the bus, Esteban. But for the right amount of money. I might write a book about you.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Incienso, and then Love Dolls, and then Toy District.
For a long time.
Yeah, and then what else?
That's it.
¿Y estos guys?
Estos guys, yeah.
¿Qué más
What the
quieres?
fire?
I'm pretty faithful.
Why do I feel like you've been in more shit? Maybe you've played with different bands.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
You've played, no?
I've been busy. But I was like, fuck this. Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. But it's one of those things that once you do for a long time, it kind of calls you back, you know? I always felt like something was missing.
Your talent just calls you back, Esteban. You can't just give up on your gift.
Well, it was just the expressing. It was more like just doing something creative, and it was therapy.
You need to hibernate and then get rid of the old skin.
That's what it was, yeah. I think so. I think... it was like a fresh kind of control-delete.
Pero eso es lo que todos los artistas hacen, ¿no? Like, they're so focused on one thing and then they just need to, clear their mind, let the new juices flow in, the new juices.
Yeah. Well, that's Well, that's for me, because I took that path in like my life. That's been a challenge también, because you see time going. You try to go audition somewhere and you realize that you're over the age that they want, that they're looking for. So now you feel like, oh shit, I'm losing. And
age discrimination?
Age discrimination, yeah.
You're losing your mojo.
Yeah, so you.
I mean, the mojo's always there. It's just not for everybody,
But you factor that in.
Yeah,
not only are you dealing with life getting more, your health, like we talked about earlier, and maybe sometimes you're not where you want to be career wise. You're not there where you want to be as far as like where you live. It's just you feel like you should have done more things, and then you add that music, and it's like, fuck, what am I doing? There's a lot of those nights where it's like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Está cabrón.
So what do you do to get out of that funk?
Well, what I did is I came back and I you know what it was? Sí me la jalé. Like I had to realize that.
¿Dónde está
What I had to realize and come to the conclusion is that sí me la jalé. Even though I played with so many bands, I never pushed it the way I should have pushed it. I never took it as serious the way I should have taken it serious. It was always, I never practiced every fucking day. I never thought that mattered. I never went to school. I never studied it.
But that was because when you were doing it back then, clearly you were younger. So your thought was just like party hard and just, live it up, living my best life.
Yeah, well, it was...
Era desmadre, pero ya ahorita ya estás apreciando que es un talento.
Well, it was more like you felt like, okay, all I have to do is play a really good show and somebody in the audience is going to be like, hey, wait, I work for here and here. That's delusional. That's what I was thinking. That's what everybody thinks. That's what most people think. They don't realize that it requires a lot of work. And so I really said, ¿sabes qué, güey? You never did shit. Like, you never pushed it.
Okay, pero también tienes que... I mean, I've been listening to a lot of interviews on YouTube, like comedians and all this and all that. And even like actors and actresses, a lot of them get their break after the age of 35, like 40 almost.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like a lot of them. Music is different, pero then you start thinking... Because the other day we were listening to 90s music. I'm like, where the fuck are all these bands now? Yeah. Where are they at? I mean, they had that moment of somebody coming in and like, hey, we're going to take you to the studio. We're going to make an album. All right. But then now what?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. 90s. Those days aren't, that's not how it works anymore. Now
you have to do your own thing.
Now you're, like, it's easy though. I mean, like I did the website. I did I put the stuff on Spotify and all that shit. I mean, it's not hard. With technology, it's super... I can't even say that I'm a web designer because I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's super easy to create a fucking website. It doesn't take anything.
But now it's just everybody does it.
Everybody does it.
To get someone to just hear, I could see that. I could see how that's a little...
I mean, you're expected to do a lot of the work right now, and you don't really need the record labels anymore. You just... You can do everything your own.
¿Quién era cómo se llamaba ese rapper que... I don't know if he's a rapper. Macklemore? No.
¿Que se murió?
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller?
He had his own stuff. No, he produced his own stuff.
A lot of those rappers did.
A lot of them, no. Like, I mean, I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Yeah. The white guy.
Macklemore?
Yeah, they did their own stuff.
El Nipsey Hussle también. I mean, I think that's where the rappers that's one of the ways that they fucking just outdo rock artists and I think a lot of other people is that they find out like what it is to like hustle and have their own shit. Like those guys are fucking hustlers. They create clothing around their fucking music. They create brands. Like Nipsey Hussle had his Crenshaw fucking line. They create brands around. They brand themselves.
Yeah.
We see ourselves as musicians. We don't see ourselves as we see the band as the rock band. We don't see the band as a brand. Let's brand this the way they do.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's Magic Mike. You like Magic Mike?
Magic Mike.
I don't even know what that is.
He's a rapper. Is it Magic Mike? Maybe I fucking confused it with the movie.
Magic Mike is a movie.
There's a rapper. Fuck. ¿Cómo se llama este güey? Well, whatever. But this dude was pretty smart because he has his barbershops. He owns real estate. He's got all these different businesses. And they asked him one time, they were like, hey, dude, aren't you worried that your album doesn't do the same like it used to? And he was like, dude, I don't give a fuck if my album sells. He's like, that's why I have these businesses so I can create what I want to create and not give a fuck about is it going to pay my bills.
He's going to be his own boss.
I got my real estate. I got my businesses that give me the money that I need to survive. That way my music can just be whatever the fuck I want. I don't give a shit if you like it or not. And I was like, dude, that's fucking genius.
So está cabrón, güey. It's a whole different mentality, güey.
It's a different mentality, dude.
Yeah, está cabrón, güey. Yeah, because the pinche bands es como dices, güey. Someone will hear us and ya le hicimos.
Yeah. Pero nomás una canción.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so that's what I had to realize, no less, that I never really fucking pushed it.
And now you are.
No, I am, yeah.
Good. It's never too late, though. I mean, we put that idea in our own head that we're too old for something and we're too old for this. Or like, no, ya pa' que ya se me fue el pinche tren. ¿Cuál tren, güey? Hay un chingo de trenes, metros, güey, bicicleta, carro, lo que sea. But we put that idea in our head because it's what we grew up hearing and seeing and listening to. At my age, Yami's parents, we were already older, you know? Yeah. I don't even have one.
I think about that too.
You know? And I only have a bachelor's degree. I want to definitely go back to school to get a master's. Why? Because it's going to give me better opportunities in the professional field of career. I have a lot of experience, but I need that paper. It sucks, but I need that paper. That says that I went to grad school and I got trained to do something that I'm passionate about.
And what is it that keeps you from doing that?
Laziness and not wanting to get in debt. That's what it is. And then también finding a program and también specifically what field of work I want to go into. I like working with people and behaviors. Therapy, like a lot of people are like, oh, you should be a therapist. No, hell no. I don't want to I don't want to find out the underlying issues and why you have them. Like, no, I don't. That's not my passion. I want to help you get to a goal. If your goal is to, I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't say it, but like decreasing your anger, like let's work on that. Coping skills on how to manage your anger, your triggers and all this shit, learning new behaviors to replace maybe maladaptive toxic ones that are just gonna, and that's what happens with a lot of us. Como dicen, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. And a lot of us get stuck in that shit. So I like working with people in the sense of like, cause I did it for a long time with kids in the homes. And, of course it's hard with kids because our kids are just exposed to too much shit. Yeah. We expect, déjate de los participation awards. Forget all that shit. Forget it. Our kids are not allowed to just be children. There's too many single parents. And it's always been like that though, because my grandparents had 13 kids and the oldest ones were going to be responsible for the little ones, shit like that. But even now it still happens,
It's crazy because like my mom, she eats really fast. And I remember as a kid, like, Mom, why do you eat so fucking fast? Like, relax. And she was like, well, I grew up with a family of 13 kids. We had to eat fast because the other kids had to eat on the table. Yeah. So I didn't have the luxury to fucking sit on the table and fucking chit-chat and give me seconds. Yeah, I had to eat fast because my brother or sister had to sit where I was at and I had to move on. And I was like, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you unconsciously end up picking up on that trait and that pattern,
I eat fast, yeah.
And you're like, why am I eating like this?
I do eat fast, you know that.
Why am I doing this shit? Yeah, exactly. Like little things like that. For example, my mom she's como worst case scenario queen. Pa todo, like growing up, that's what I remember. It was never about like, it wasn't about having fun. But it was always like, let's just say we're going to go to Magic Mountain. She would always go where the chef might go wrong. Instead of being like, hey, go have fun. Be careful, but have fun. No, like, make sure this, make sure that. It was always about what could go wrong. Yeah. If I was going to go out to, get my boogie on with my girls on a Friday night, it was always like about what could go wrong. Not so much like have fun, be safe, like keep an eye on your drink, blah, 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 blah. So now as an adult, every time I go to a venue, I'm like, where's the nearest exit? In case shit happens.
And let me ask you this, like you accept that that's how you are, or do you try to do something to change that conditioning that your mom gave you?
No, I try to change it. No, I definitely have to change. I have to because then I just be paranoid all the time. Yeah. I mean, she's gotten better. Like I think now that I'm an adult, I can see my mom also as a friend, so I can give her advice like, ay, ma, ya cálmese.
I mean, she's the fuck out. But she's gotten better, but whatever kind of was embedded in you already happened when you were a child. Like that kind of.
Oh, yeah.
So the effects are already there that you're left to deal with. Right?
Yeah, the effects are, of course. But then, like, if I'm in the moment, I'm like, wait,
you catch
I
yourself?
check. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm always checking myself.
That's cool. That's awesome.
With fucking road rage.
Yeah.
My dad's a psycho.
Sorry, I fucking bursted your
No, you don't. No. Aquí tengo la little star. Pero even, for example, it's so easy to go into that behavior, talking shit and flipping people off. But I don't want, now, gone are the days when you could flip people off.
No, yeah.
Gone are the days when you could just spit at a car and be like, fuck you. Porque ya te siguen and they want to shoot at you. I don't know. But
I never had that road rage. So.
As I'm saying, my dad was
I get mad at the gritas, pero no fucking spitting and fingers.
Well, that's my dad used
You don't
to
fucking...
do.
I don't even honk, way. I'm like, dick, it's fucking waste of energy to honk, way.
Okay.
Vergas.
And that goes to the point where he said, like, do you ever try to chat? Yeah, when I catch myself, I'm like, why am I getting mad? I'm going to make it home. I got to make it home.
You know what was one of the big ones that I struggled with is that when I fucked up as a kid, I always got scolded for it. I wasn't taught that it's okay to fuck up, and that's how we learn. So as an adult, every time I did something that I felt I fucked up or I was stupid, I was really hard on myself.
Well, you're harder on yourself than anybody else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it was that conditioning.
Yeah. Or tell me the truth. You're not going to get in trouble. Yeah, I ate that shit. Then why are you asking me for the truth?
Setup.
Like, what? I don't get it. Like, you guys
you got
assholes.
The crumbs on your fucking left cheek weren't fucking giving you away.
But this is, and it goes, but it also helps because now it's like, for example, like, let's just say, like, no, did you say that shit? Yeah, I said it. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean,
brava ahora.
No, not even brava, but like, see, it comes out wrong. It's sí, ¿por qué?
Sí, ¿por qué?
Yeah, but it comes out wrong. But no, like, yeah, I said that.
Well, I don't think people are used to honesty.
You're like, hey, did you say this shit about me? I'm like, yeah, I said that.
Yeah, people aren't used to that. Though.
Why? I'm like, because that's how I felt at the moment. But I don't mean it now. You know, like I take it back, but I did say it. I own up to the fact that I did say it. Like even one time at work, at one of my old jobs, I avoided doing something because I'm like, I just don't want to go out there. Like whatever. It was something. So when my boss approached me about it, she's like, yeah, so blah, blah, blah said that, maybe this is why you did it. I'm like, no, that's exactly why I did it. So that's what you want me to tell him? I'm like, yeah. Are you sure? I'm like, what? I'm like, do you want me to make up some shit? No, just tell him the truth. And at the end of the day, my thing was like, I gotta have integrity. Because if I didn't do something, you're gonna know it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Pero no, I saw the road rage. My dad was fucking crazy.
Yeah, we've heard stories about it.
Yeah, my dad's crazy. My dad, I mean, I don't know. I think there's been someone watching him big time.
You think so?
Yeah, my dad's always been very impulsive. Now, he's old, so he doesn't move as fast. He doesn't. And I think my dad, I have that from him that he just like gets to this place where he's like, I don't want to get old because old means death. And
you or him?
Him.
Oh.
But I get that from him too. Like I feel like I get like that sometimes.
Did he change after this health scare that he had a few years back or a few
He
months
did.
Back?
Yeah, like que lo operaron. Yeah, that he fucking changed. He started, he wasn't talking to me.
Yeah, I remember.
No me estaba hablando el pinche viejillo.
I remember. That went on for a long time.
Ay, man, that's crazy. We're both stubborn, but I get over. I'm not like, all right, I'm just going to apologize just because I have to. And he's my dad. And bien necio el viejillo. Yes, necio. But then it goes back to, recognizing like I'm still his daughter. So I have that trait too. So I have to be smarter and learn how to work with that and how to like not let it be bad.
Break the cycle.
Break the cycle, exactly. And like I know Ramon was talking about that time when my dad got him about the bird and shit. I remember forwarding. I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. I remember I was there,
Really?
And I know that was like a messed up situation, but I told him like, Raymond, he's never gonna apologize.
He's still waiting for the apology.
I'm like, you're never gonna get that apology. Just haz de cuenta that you just gotta accept it, that he's not gonna apologize, and you either choose to dwell on that shit or just understand that that's who he is. So then now you know that if you ever make mistakes, you have to own up to them and then apologize. And that's where we break the cycle.
We do break the cycle.
Some of us grow up without having affection in our home from our parents because that's not something that they practice.
Yeah.
But it's something that we all need.
Yeah.
We all need a hug. We all need a sense of like, yeah, you fucked up, but you're still my child,
But a lot of people have a lot of pride. They don't want to show like weakness. They don't want to show like... like any signs of like, you know.
But why is that weakness?
I mean, vulnerability.
Why is vulnerability a weakness?
I mean, I don't know. That's the way that people are conditioned.
All right, people out there in the world, shufflers. Why is vulnerability seen as a weakness?
But it's part of like they're saying, it's just conditioning where maybe you don't even.
But then it's up to you guys then to
break it.
To break that, like with your son. I mean, I don't know how you're raising your son, but I'm hoping that you teach him like, hey, it's okay to fuck up. It's okay that you fell down and you cried, but get over it. Dust yourself off. Next time you'll know better. When you know better, you do better. Pero we don't grow up with that. You know, my mom was not affectionate with us. My mom was like more like, I love you, and that's all you need to know. My dad was more like del chiqueo, you know.
But you know what? I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like personally what I found out, and I'm sure a lot of people are like this. They take a lot of things that their parents do personally, and they never take the time to ask them what did you do growing up?
Yeah.
What were your traumas?
Yeah.
And even if they're stubborn, a lot of people don't even like try to infiltrate like their experiences. And I feel like once you get in there, I understood that because I went in that with my father. And once I learned the shit that he went through, of course he's a fucking alcoholic. Of course he fucking beat the shit out of me. Of course. And that made me feel like, hey, it's not it's how he was conditioned and what he was taught.
Yeah.
That's what he thought being a parent was. And he just kind of went on as a kid. Like, I mean, I can see why he did the things that he did.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't.
And
we
it's
don't
just
spend the
also
time.
too their ideas of why they wanted to have kids.
Well, my dad wasn't around when my mom was giving birth, so I knew he didn't want me to fucking. I fucked it up for him, basically. Le paré el pinche party.
El party.
So I mean, I get it. Like if I want to still fucking rage and I have a kid and I'm.
But see, that's the thing. If you were to have a child, you know better.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know, pues es lo que digo que nosotros somos los que estamos responsables de cambiar el ciclo. Tóxico.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't have anything with people that drink. I don't drink that much because of my father. Like I saw what that did to him, and I realized that doesn't happen to everybody. But in my situation, I associate alcohol with that.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's not. It wasn't really like something that I really
social and for fun. It was.
I mean, I do it, but it's not like it's not like my go-to.
Yeah.
And it's because of that conditioning. Like I associated that with like violence and.
There was this thing, and I'm trying to look for it, where it said pretty much like we have to forgive our parents for the damage that they did, or I gotta find it because it was really like. They're so right.
I mean, they went through a lot of shit, dude.
They did. I mean, we don't know. It's not to take anything away from what our parents went through. You know, we don't know. And that's one of the things, too, like how many of us do know our parents' story?
No, I don't think a
lot of us don't.
We just take what they did to us personally.
Yeah. Or we just like lo que escuchamos en plática con los tíos and all that. She's like, oh, ¿te acuerdas que this and that? But like to truly ask, like, Mom, like, how were you when you were a teenager? Were you rebellious? Were you this? What were your goals and your dreams? What did you want?
Yeah.
You know, like was like the life you had now, was that what you planned for yourself? Well, who knows? You know, pero we don't and why? Because we grew up with I mean, it's not an idea, but our parents were the authority. And with authority, you don't break that boundary.
Yeah, that's crossing the line. Yeah.
But now what happens is that there's a lot of parents nowadays who want to be friends and they don't have that boundary of authoritarian, you know? So then you look, you digo, hey, parents, it's okay to not be your freaking friends' kids. Like, I didn't like my mom when I was a teenager. I didn't like them, and that's normal because that...
But then, are you saying then we have to find a space in between then? Because apparently that didn't work because now we have to break a cycle. And the other one is creating its own thing.
Exactly. Creating that balance.
There's got to be something in the middle, right?
Yeah, of course. It's balance.
There's authority.
It's the yin and the yang.
Friends, I don't know how that's going to work. It's got to be something there.
No, it's just having that balance. Like, por ejemplo, por eso digo, I don't know how you're raising your kids. I don't know how you guys are raising your children. But I'm hoping that you are that parent that says, like, it's como digo, like, it's okay if you're crying. Cry it out. What did you learn from the situation? What are you going to do next time? All right, let's move on up. That doesn't make you any less or anything, you know?
They're getting pretty independent.
Yeah.
My daughter's very independent already.
Well, most girls are more independent, faster than...
I mean, I try to let them figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
Even like
But being there. You know?
Yeah, you kind of, you there, but you like they're complaining that my son doesn't know how to play with my daughter, like because they're little. They're not a big age difference, but I think they're 2 years. But he's a boy, so he's a little rougher, and she's a girl, and she's like a girly girl. So they clash, and I was like, just leave them. Like they kept like interrupting, breaking them up, and you go play over here, and you go. I'm like, no. So when no one's here and it's just me taking care of them, I let them fight, and then they will figure it out. And they fight, and they figure it out.
Yeah.
And my daughter, like I said, I try to get them as independent as possible, and it kind of backfiring on me a little bit too. So like I'm driving my daughter to school not too long ago, and she's like, "Oh, I know where I'm at, Dad. You can drop me off right here." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, I just walk this way and there, and I can I can get there from here. Leave me here. There's too much traffic."
That's funny. How old is she?
She's 6, and she wanted me to drop her off like half mile from her school.
That's funny.
She's like, "I got it from here," and she was serious. She was like, "No, for real." I go, "What about this?" No, it's this way. I just go this way, walk that way, turn right there, and I'll be at school. So yeah, we're good. I'm like, no, you're not getting off.
Well, it's because sometimes I read like a really controversial article one time that was saying how like the parents' reaction sometimes is more traumatizing than whatever it is that they're going through. You know,
it is.
You maybe blow it up or something.
Yeah. And I'm talking about like things that we think like are fucking obviously like not cool, you know, but according to these people, they were saying that the reaction of the parent is sometimes more traumatizing than the actual incident, you know. And like you said, I think that's pretty awesome parenting on your part, way to fucking be like, hey, wait, just let them fucking fight, way, let them figure it out, like let them work it out, way. Like why are you separating them?
Well, yeah, por ejemplo, like si vas a la playa y la ola revuelca al niño. The kid's like living, like enjoying it, and the parents are like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably be that mom.
Yeah.
Because I'm just scared of sharks and shit. But that is that example de que pasa una situación. Even for example, yo me acuerdo una vez me caí en una bike, and I was so scared because I'm like, me van a regañar, like they're gonna be mad.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, I still said like, hey, I fell down. Like, this happened.
You also have to know your kids, because like when my daughter goes and like eats shit, like on a bike or something, then you have to go help my son. I know he eats shit, and like como dices este way, like your reaction will dictate what he does. So if you're like, oh shit, then he fucking starts crying. But he eats shit. I just watch him, make sure he gets back up, he's not bleeding or anything, but like from a distance, and he'll get back on his little bike or whatever and keep going. Dude,
I've seen fucking kids actually wait to see how their parents are gonna react, and then their parents react like shit, and then they start fucking screaming. Like, Dick, I saw you fucking wait for your parents' reaction. Like, this could have gone either way.
Like, se caen and they're like...
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, you little shit. You didn't even... Nothing happened to you. And that's one of the things that happens cuando tengo... when I was working in my old job, sometimes, like, we would have meetings in the house. Luego empezaba a chillar el chiquito. There was some little tantrum. And then the parents would overreact. I'm like, let him have a tantrum, because he needs to learn that he's going to have to calm down, that not everything is instant gratification. What are you going to do when he's in school and he starts having a tantrum because the teacher said, no, you can't go outside? They need to learn, let him have a tantrum.
To deal with it,
Obvio, there's some children with like, if they have autism, the tantrums are just something else. It's not even a tantrum, and it's just something else going on. Pero así un niño que nomás de berrinchudo, you're like, estás chingando, cállate.
There's some stuff
la pinche chancla, cállate, güey.
Yeah, they got to learn to figure things out.
I've had to sometimes, I'm not a parent, but I've coached, thankfully, been able to use some skills to teach a parent how to cope with an unmanageable child.
Wow.
But who knows how it would be if it was my own child,
Está cabrón, güey.
But I mean, a lot of children just have too many pressures that they shouldn't have, and it's a lot of it as our own fault as adults. We let them see too much. We let them hear too much about our own. How many times have you heard friends your age having adult conversations with their kids right there?
Yeah.
I remember growing up, my parents were like, hey, lárgase de aquí. Eso no es de plática de niños. I see sometimes, I'm like, why are you talking about this? I mean, I know you want to be transparent with your child, and that's good, but maybe your 5-year-old shouldn't be hearing about you having your hot girl summer, shit like that, Porque luego then you get the kids at school, they want to be all sassy with the teacher because the mom and the dad are sassy, and it's like nah.
Pero the other thing that I notice is how parents, I mean, I get why they do it too, though, but fuck, way, like psychologically, like what are you really doing to your kid when it's like that? Like you let them play a fucking game while they're supposed to be. Well, you're having dinner, right? Mm-hmm. Dinner's, it's like very important to have like fucking meals with like family and shit. Y vas a salir a un pinche restaurante and the niño he's not even paying attention to anything that's going on. They're just on their fucking phone and just focusing on their phone. Like coping skills, like to socialize with other people. I mean, you think that these kids, I mean, they obviously don't have like, it's going to be hard for them to figure out how to socialize with people.
Yeah.
And plus, it's like a very vicious cycle because if you feel neglected, you don't feel like you're able to socialize, then it's like kind of like you feel like you're kind of drifting away from like...
See, ahorita hace rato dijiste, I don't know how to establish a friendship. Mm-hmm. And you've had experiences of being social. Yeah. Imagine like the children that are just being... tunnel vision into just this aparato,
Yeah. There's a movida when you go eat. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I mean, I'm sure it helps. That's okay, because I try to think like,
there's definitely
all right, the kids are being loud, okay, whatever. But then, at what point do they put it away and have conversation?
I mean, I saw a kid this weekend with his phone, and he was maybe like 6 or 7. He legit had a fucking headset like this with a fucking like a
little mic.
I'm like, this kid fucking telemarketing right now? Is he like part-time working in the call center, or what the fuck's going on right here?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. No, yeah. You let them eat and then you give them the little thing so you can eat one. But I mean, they get to an age that they should be más calmados, no? Like mine are still, well, not tiny, but they're...
And that's why I'm like, let them be hyper. I mean, that's what te digo, en unas ciertas situaciones, ocasiones, I'm like, little motherfucker needs to sit down. But then other times I'm like, they're kids. Like, they're supposed to be hyper and getting into trouble and being curious about their environment. Let them, but be there to guide them as to like, all right, you want to put your hand in the fire? Don't,
Were you guys pretty hyper when you guys were kids?
I don't know how to describe myself. I was like that child that would just go mute around people, but I would be very observant. But like with my parents, I was like the tantrum child. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't get my way, I would have a fucking fit.
They only had a tablet.
But then they probably wouldn't be able to afford it. If
YouTube, if only YouTube was around.
No, they would have figured it out, I'm sure.
I was bad. I think I was bad because there's I mean, I'll give you the short version, but ¿Cómo era? Era bien necia. I was just stubborn. I was a stubborn child. But one time my dad had his friends over and I wanted to hang out with them and they didn't let me because it's all men y yo soy la única niña. And of course, so my mom está haciendo picadillo en el, ¿cómo se llama? Kitchen? Like pepino and all that shit. Una botana. Una botana. Y me regañan like, get your ass over here. What the fuck are you doing in Spanish? ¿Qué estás doing? My dad, agarra esta pinche muchacha. So I sit in the kitchen with her and I'm mad and I'm like, and I think I'm 3 or 4. And suddenly I just start fucking going wild ape shit. Like, and all this shit. They think I'm just being spoiled. So then my dad gets me and starts spanking me and I'm just crying bloody murder. So my mom, to shut me up, me avienta, like puts me en el sink y me está aventando agua, to calm down. So then she starts seeing that my face is completely red.
Oh, shit.
Well, turns out I had gotten un chile.
Oh, shit.
Lo molí con los dedos y me tallé los ojos. So tenía los ojos enchilados, la cara enchilada, and I was like 3 or 4, and my dad...
Saca la leche.
So then when they saw, my mom was like, Chano, something's wrong with her face. And they smelled my fingers. And nice.
It smelled like chile.
And my and if I bring that story up, my dad will still get sad. Because he feels bad that he spanked me.
Oh, shit.
Because they thought I was just being spoiled, So, yeah. Why did that come up?
They were like, we need a tablet.
Oh, what kind of kid I was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember getting spanked a lot. Like, o sea, así que chingadazos. I think the last time my mom ever smacked me, I was like 15. Because I just said some foul shit. And then she just did the backhand slap.
Nice.
Así que el dedo me tocó el diente. Like, she broke my tooth. And she, just like, this es la primera y la última vez que me hablas así, hija de la chingada. I'm like, fine.
Crazy.
Fine.
I'm like, fine.
Put it like that.
I'm like, I'm never going to talk to you like this. And I hate you. Pero no, I don't know what kind of child I was. They'll tell you, my mom would be like, era bien mula. I don't know what that means, but...
Stubborn, yeah.
Yeah, stubborn. Yeah, there you go. And Ramon was more...
Stubborn, yeah.
I don't know. My brother was...
Sneaky.
I tell him, like, you were just so
like
sneaky, and he was more of a follower.
Oh, really? Yeah,
You know,
I'm not surprised.
trying to get into the tagging crews and the gangs.
Doesn't bring this up.
Y siempre todavía me la avienta en cara de que, you got to travel more. I'm like, yeah, because I would bring over my friends. Like, mom, dad, y mis amigas.
He's always been very secretive.
Él sí.
Yeah.
Yo no, you were there when my mom started working out in her heels.
Oh, yeah, I remember she was...
Aquí nomás haciendo mis ejercicios, like, lady, you never work out. No, sí, estábamos en la sala, en la cocina. Era Esteban, Marisol, Glafis, and me. And we're just talking shit. And then she would just come into the conversation and just stare at us and judge us.
Yeah.
And then she would go back to the room. Y luego she came out talking shit about something, and then she would go back to the room. Y luego salió otra vez y tenía makeup.
Yeah.
Remember, right?
Yeah,
She did something to her face.
Yeah.
And then she went back into the room y salió con unos taconcitos sangroncitos. Y ahí se pone a hacer fucking leg lifts en la sala. Like in stand, like marching position. Y con unas pesitas. And we're all in the kitchen just looking at her, and I'm like, Ma,
What's going on?
¿qué está haciendo? Pues aquí nomás haciendo ejercicio. I'm like, usted nunca hace ejercicio. Yo sí hago ejercicio cuando no me están viendo. I'm like, then do it when we're not here.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, no, she was just a little
Ramon had his locker wardrobe.
tension seeking. No, Ramon estaba
Casado, no?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah. Because
He was getting scared by the fucking the heater vent or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The heater cucuy.
Yeah. Did he share that about that house being haunted?
Yeah.
And
every Halloween we get that story.
Thing.
At least 3 times.
Ese pinche Ramon. I mean, I believe him.
Está cabrón the story, but yeah.
I believe him. Yeah, that house, you saw it. We all saw
I went
that
to the house.
I mean, that's a long time ago.
We all saw that hallway.
Yeah. No, it was a long hallway for sure.
It was.
If you want to hear something, you'll definitely hear something in the house.
If you want to.
Yeah. No, I was talking to this lady this week, and she was a maintenance. ¿Qué les digo? Luego, no, señora, ustedes de mantenimiento. Because they're like, no, I just clean offices. Yo nomás limpio oficinas. I'm like, no, ¿cómo que you just? You're a domestic maintenance worker. What the hell? Luego, mantenimiento doméstico, oiga.
You gave her a title?
Ya me gusta eso. Luego, pónganlo en su resumen. ¿Y qué es eso? Oiga, luego, we'll have to work on that.
That sounds about right.
But remember that regional center in San Bernardino that got shot up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So she era maintenance worker ahí. And she said that it was so creepy. Like, you would still hear the in the stairs.
Way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like the running?
Yeah, the running.
Shit.
You would hear it a lot. A mí me apagaron las luces and this and that and all this stuff. And I'm like, damn. Like, well, I'm never going to go there.
Shit.
Está cabrón.
Yeah.
No mames.
They definitely linger, no? I mean, some...
Oh, my... Yeah, of course. I mean, there's no way that shit is not... We're all composed of energy, recycled energy, you know? Like, there's no way that, people just leave this earth and... Physically, they leave it. But no, todavía está aquí, güey.
Yeah.
Todavía. ¿Tú crees que este pinche mundo, tanta historia... All that energy...
No, yeah, of course.
The cycles, yeah.
Yeah, no. I believe in that shit. And I'm like, nope. I was hearing the stories. When you guys were saying about going underground, I'm like, nope.
Although those tunnels are crazy.
No,
Even
gracias.
if you don't believe in shit, you're going to get scared down there.
They just told us about the tamalera lady that fucking supposedly...
Oh, the fucking murdered.
I know, and I was listening to her. I was driving to work, and I'm like, damn, I want to see her face, but no, I'll just wait.
She was creepy.
No, I'm like, I'll just wait.
I mean, she was obviously a victim, though. I mean, esta vez estaba pasando, but...
Wait, he was beating her, right?
Yeah. But she looked like she fucking been through a lot of shit, man. Pobrecita.
And there it goes once again. Like, nobody asked her story.
Yeah.
That's why La Llorona, I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers made her a urban scary legend. Nobody asked her.
No.
Shit. They just accused her of a mess. She was probably going through postpartum.
Y los muchachos del barrio le llamaban loca.
Yeah, but then that's a different story. Pero no, bro, nadie le preguntó a La Llorona, like, hey, güey, ¿por qué lloras tanto?
Güey, ¿por qué es tan chillona?
A ver,
cabrón?
siéntate a platicar. Dime tus peleas.
What happened in your childhood?
Ahorita te atiendo, chiquita.
Dime,
ven.
a ver, está.
Ahorita te atiendo, chiquita. Ven.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, no. All these stories and like even villains in movies, I'm like, the Joker. Ahí está. Nobody asked him his story.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know.
That was a good fucking... Did you watch it already?
I haven't seen it.
Pinche Fernie.
No me sacan, güey.
¿Qué tal? Doctor Sleep también está good.
Doctor Sleep, I don't even know which one that
Oh
is.
my God, does nobody know?
Dile cuál es.
I'm so like...
It sounds
It's
like
a
you would
sequel
know
to
it.
The Shining.
Doctor Sleep, not... Oh, the Stephen King one?
Yes, okay.
Just recently I saw it, like, this weekend I saw it.
Doctor Sleep.
But I don't understand. It showed like was it like clips of other movies or qué pedo?
No, güey, es Danny ya de adulto.
Oh, is that what it is?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
It's really... I liked it. I want to see it again. I want to see that one again in the theater. I want to see Joker again in the theater. Y la de Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again.
Esa no la he visto.
Oh, está buena, güey.
Yeah,
Está larga, güey, pero está
they said
buena.
it's a good film.
Yeah, el Brad Pitt. Se robó el show.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
No shit, Doctor Sleep.
Oh, yes.
Brad Armpit.
El Armpit, yeah.
Y si
No,
está-
mira, ya ves, ese güey también. He's 50 and he looks fine and he's starting again. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the way he's always... Remember, I think I read somewhere that Christina Applegate was the one that first, like, she brought him to, like, an award show.
Yeah, she dated, yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Y luego then he dated who? Juliette Lewis. Y luego, yeah, he did a lot of, you know. Pero no, it's a good movie.
No. Yeah, I'm going to check it out for sure, yeah.
He's
I've heard
like
a lot of good things.
I'm like, I want to be Brad Pitt when
Pero
I
esta
grow up.
la de Joker, güey, está bien chingona, güey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see it, but it hasn't happened.
You're just going to wait till the DVD or what?
At this pace, yeah, güey. Está Doctor Sleep looking interesting now, though. I don't know
Doctor
that's what
Sleep
it was.
is interesting. I liked it. I really, really liked it. And it's crazy because I like Stephen King. I don't know all of his novels
There's a chingo.
or all of his movies.
He was Shawshank Redemption también with Stephen King.
Ahorita on Hulu está ese...
Yeah, I seen that one. ¿Cómo se llama?
Sir
It just came back?
Castle?
Did it come back already?
Yeah,
Castle Rock?
the new season sale la historia de esta, The Misery.
Oh, shit.
Ay, ¿cómo se llama? Yeah.
Oh, so now it's a different thing now?
I don't know. I haven't seen the show. I want to see
saw
it.
the first
I
season.
have access to Hulu now.
The
So.
first season was...
Hulu's the shit.
Dude, Hulu's... I don't like the commercials, but they're good.
The first one was about, I think, the Shawshank.
Yeah. Okay. So, este Stephen King...
Glitter everywhere.
But from what I remember, I thought that story was like going to continue on the little... Or maybe
it will. I don't know. I just know that that actress Lizzie Kaplan, she comes out in it. She plays that the Misery. But anyways, yeah, Doctor Sleep is a sequel to The Shining.
Why is it called Doctor Sleep?
Like, is it a
I mean,
spoiler alert? Or?
It's not a spoiler.
It would seem
No,
like...
Noelia doesn't think anything's a spoiler.
For a
so I'm not
sequel
gonna-
to
Uncle Dave, don't listen to this, Uncle Dave.
No.
Doctor
mejor.
Sleep?
There's a like. I mean, I don't know. Should I say? It's not a spoiler. Le dice.
This guy's really finicky about spoilers.
Ay, Fernie. You're
It's
not even
alright.
gonna go see it.
I'll Google it. Or
All you
something.
need to know is that it's a sequel to The Shining.
Yes. Okay, I'll tell you why.
She already told me the story, güey, so I don't know.
Yeah. Pero no, está chingona. I liked it. I really liked it. I was surprised that I liked it that much. 'Cause I was like,
Really?
Ewan McGregor, como que I don't know. He doesn't get enough credit. He's pretty good.
I mean, I get that feeling that when you say sequel to The Shining, way.
No, pero it's not a sequel as in like, oh, it's going to continue with Jack. It's just the kid is now an adult.
Yeah, but it's
But it kind of goes into the whole, and it's a really good, porque sí en la movie habla un poco de que los traits de su dad, you know, and all that stuff. And it's like, I don't know, it just made
shit.
sense to what we were having a conversation about.
No, but
earlier.
I'm saying when I saw a little preview, I think I got none of that. It's just like a little.
No,
I don't know,
está.
I know, but I saw it was just like was it on Hulu or whatever? Like one of those little commercials in between, mama.
They didn't market it as the continuation to The Shining?
No, like I saw images, like I guess from, it must have been from the old Shining, and I was like,
you know what?
I don't understand what is this.
I'm going to tell you, when I first saw the commercial for Dr. Sleep, yo pensé que iba a ser like, oh, it's a story about Danny and he's now a writer and I thought he's just being haunted by memories, but no, it's not that. It's really good. I mean,
I still, if I knew it was a sequel, I still would have some points.
The Shining is a good movie too. So, ¿sabes qué? There's a lot of movies that I grew up watching a lot. I love scary movies. I love. I tried to read the ¿cómo se llama? The behind the stories and all that bullshit, like Poltergeist and all that crap. Pero The Shining is really good. Like when you watch it, I watch movies with the captioning because I like to read.
Oh yeah, everything.
Did you see the updated one, the other Shining, the TV one though?
Yeah, like what year was it? Because it was the guy the actor from the movie Wings and Rebecca De Mornay.
Was it in the 90s? No,
I think so. A ver, búscala.
The one that was supposedly, I didn't see I don't think I saw that one. It was closer to the book.
Yeah, supposedly it was closer to the book.
Did you ever see that or read about that game called the Blue Whale Challenge?
I did. Isn't it like the lady with the, oh my God, the Momo lady or the Blue Whale Challenge was supposedly like a game, and where the challenge was at the end, like to take your life to prove something or some shit like that.
Kids were committing suicide.
Yeah.
Well, there's a list of horror movies that they would make them watch. Have you seen the list?
No.
Yeah, so these kids were committing suicide after the 50 days, I think, of the game. It was created by this dude in Russia. I think he was like a psychology student or something. So these kids would get updates and they would get tasks on what they needed to do. So there's a list of scary movies that they would make them watch to prepare them to get into that mindset of like killing themselves after the challenge.
Oh my God, ¿cuáles eran?
Hay una de las que miré from the list was about a police station that was closing down. It was called Last Shift.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
That's a pretty good movie. Remember?
I saw it at Ramon's.
It's got like a little twist, like a little twist.
Yeah, but then you know what? I see more like that. I'm like, bitch, you should have just left. Yeah. I would have left. Oh. Yeah, but no, I'm saying that when I see the movie. But if that's a movie that the kids were watching, that's a scary movie.
That was one of the movies.
That's really scary.
So there's a list on the internet that you can find of all the movies that they were making these kids watch.
Ooh, Blue Whale movies. Let's see.
The Blue Whale Challenge.
Yeah, we brought it up una vez, ¿no?
Está cabrón ese pinche testo, güey.
Yeah, sí está cabrón. What's happening over there?
Everything fell.
Se te pareció la Llorona.
El Stephen King, yeah, fucking vato. Está cabrón, güey.
Ese güey está cabrón, güey.
Fucking all kinds of books. El pinche... I read a lot of those, the Dark Tower ones. The fucking,
oh, yeah? They were good?
No lo acabé yet, pero... Well, it's trippy, güey.
Where did you find the movies?
The which one?
The Blue Whale movies? The Blue Whale
Oh,
channel?
you want to know?
No, I don't think he's looking for it.
I was looking for the Shining TV, which was in 97.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. It sucked.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing the fucking...
It sucked only because of the expectation that, oh, it's a Shining, like, you know, Jack Nicholson and Stanley Kubrick and all that shit, but... A ver.
But scary movies aren't what they used to be, though, no? Or is
Blue
there any
Whale,
new...
Blue Whale?
Blue Whale Challenge. Is there any new movies that you got into, Laila, the horror ones?
Horror ones?
Yeah.
You know which is a really good horror movie, and I was just like, no le di el crédito hasta que la vi bien. The Witch.
The Witch?
Yes.
Oh.
The Witch. It's on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
The one with the 2 V's, whatever.
No, The Witch is... Esa sí la tienes que ver con closed captioning because it's all British and whatnot.
Oh,
or
okay.
like Game of Thrones word language. Pero that one's scary.
Yeah. I like subtitles. I got used to fucking always having subtitles on. Y en veces me enoja like the ones that are in Spanish. I'm like, that's not what they said.
Yeah, right. You're
So I
like...
start arguing with the TV.
Yeah, but they don't... I remember that Blue Whale Challenge. También, ¿cómo se llamaba esa pinchila? Era una mona así, con los ojos grandes.
I don't know. It was also like a game?
It was just like algo así como an urban legend, but it was funny because then on the social media, you see like, oh, all these white parents scared of this character, and then here this Mexican kid used it as a theme for his birthday.
Oh, the one that
the mole,
the one with the big eyes.
Yeah,
and
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah.
¿Cómo se llamaba? Fuck, Momo, no,
Momo or something.
Momo, no?
A ver, búscale
I
tú.
think kind of now I'm getting like
Sí.
I'm getting like a image.
Yeah, y luego también
Esa, güey.
Yeah, the Momo challenge.
That's
hoax.
fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
Some kid dressed up for his party like that?
No, that was the theme of his birthday party.
Oh, shit.
You know how some kids like, oh, little ponies and shit. No, él quiso ese.
Dude, I don't know. I have to ask my parents, but my pictures of my first birthday, I was dressed like a clown.
Oh, you
Like
showed us a picture.
everybody else is like normal, and I'm the birthday boy, so I was just like a clown.
Aww.
But we're talking about like clowns, like early
Oh,
80s.
the white makeup on your
No,
face?
but like the early 80s, like
Sabine type? Is that?
No, like a clown, like the split color.
yeah, like weird. Like even I had little botitas, like little kid botitas that their parents used to give us. Unas pinches botitas
I know
blancas. I was like, what the fuck? Yo bien contento como payaso.
Do you remember those frames with the sad clowns?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, those are so creepy. Like, what are you trying to tell us with that shit?
Yeah.
That to be happy, but it's a sad world. So just you walk through this hall in the dark, seeing all these sad clowns.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird shit.
There were. Yo me acuerdo, like, family in Santa Ana, one of my aunts, she had those, and it was always like, and then it was going towards the bathroom.
Yeah, they had some weird
Down the
things.
hall, dim and shit. You're seeing those little ugly clowns, like those.
Dude, no.
Smile now, cry later. Like, no, just disappear now,
Yeah,
please.
those are weird, man. I wonder where they got them from. Like, what was like... Iban a venderles, huh? Remember like the Tupperware que llegaban a terapiar a las señoras?
Pero,
like, ordered fucking a set of 50.
dude, that's why they're so freaking possessed with their...
Hey, pero ¿sabes cuál Tupperware estaba chingón? El de los jalapeños.
Oh, you don't find that no bar.
The one you pull up y todo el jugo se quedaba y nomás estaban los pinches jalapeños with the carrots.
And then you put that little juice, like la vinagre en los... I mean, I put them in my beans.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, damn, now I want some.
I wonder if they still make that Tupperware.
What other weird shit would people eat, like Latinos? I'm going to say Mexican because I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
Pero, who wasn't poor? I don't know.
Yeah.
Pero mi papá una vez nos dio sandwiches de mayonnaise and strawberry jam.
What?
That's what I said at one time, Wayne.
Yeah? That shit was good.
Fucking, we're talking about strange, like strange things that you.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think my mom, my fucking mom's house, they still make them.
No, mames, I've never had that. Don't you?
They were good. What the hell did I have one time too? That I was like, damn, this shit is good. Poor people food. Pero no me acuerdo qué era, but it was pretty...
I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, I take my dad grocery shopping, vamos al pinche Northgate, and I eat kind of like by the hood. And I always see like los señores que salen del jale, se agarran su pinche 5 or 6 pinches virotes, and that's their dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know what they stuff them with, but it's like a pretty simple...
Frijoles.
Un pinche quesito con unos jalapeños, ahí está, ¿no?
Yeah, beans, pinche crema.
Yeah.
At the day of the Hollywood Forever, una de las asistentes del otro artist llevó así, pinche bolillo grande.
Oh, yeah.
And then she had, what did she have? I'm going to tell you what it had. Because she's like, no, mija, yo tengo la torta. I was like, no, yo me la hago. I'll make it. And she's like, she didn't know she was going to make it.
Oh, shit.
So, tenía queso fresco, crema, cebolla, jitomate, jalapeño y jamón.
That's it.
Yeah, no mayo, no nothing. Just, that shit was so good. That shit fed 3 of us.
Yeah, it did?
Yeah. That shit fed 3 of us. And it was nice because like it's a big ass torta and I'm like, I wanted to eat all of it because I'm like, fuck, this shit looks a bomb.
Con chips or sin chips?
Sin chips, güey, así.
I like them with chips.
I like it with chips too.
Pero cuando se presta la ocasión, como caiga.
No, yo tenía hambre, güey, y luego dije,
pobre Noelia, llegó a las 12.
Cállate.
El reventón, the setup was 5 a.m. y Noelia llega a las 12.
Hey guys, I'm here. Any help with anything? No, yo me ofrecí and she was like, no.
I know.
No, pinche Ramón, he told you no.
No,
le mandé foto llegó
el de
Rubén,
Rubén, yeah.
al booth 20 minutes before I got there. So then I sent the picture to Ramon. He's like, that's what you get.
Hey, pero lo hagas regañado because he was speaking English, or you wouldn't have brought it up?
I would have brought it up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would have been like, hey,
Hey, güey, ¿qué pedo con el
yo
inglés?
estuve en el show del Hollywood Boy. Yo te hice el boo.
¿Qué pedo con el inglés?
Yo te hice boo. Yeah. No, he tried it this time, but no, and nobody was paying attention. I mean, I get it. I listened to you guys. I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're right.
Oh, you did?
I listened to what you guys said. I'm like, maybe
shit.
you're
What did we
right.
say, güey?
What did I forgot? What did
Something
we say?
about maybe he's trying to practice. I don't know. Esa noche I'm like, maybe they're right. Ya se me olvidó lo que están diciendo.
One is we're right.
Something I'm like, maybe they're right.
The reviews are in. You heard it first.
We're right.
No, pero no, buena onda. He's a good guy. But no, yeah. What else did we eat? That was weird. I don't know.
What did we talk about? Where you guys had
The which one?
I was pretty bland growing up where I didn't even experiment that much. Pinche frijolitos así.
Oh, what we said the fucking the sandwiches con mayonesa and fucking.
Oh, beans?
That was the strangest thing ever. That I've gone I've brought it up before and people are like, what the fuck is that way? The mayonnaise and the strawberry jam and shit like that.
Yeah.
Everything else, fuck those weenies. Everybody else fucking
La
remember that
Bologna.
shit. La Bologna, I just made one.
Remember when we used to dome?
I just made one yesterday.
Yeah?
You made a what?
The Bologna, I remember you put in the sartén. Fucking.
That just starts doming.
It domes up. Con la cocina, la Bologna.
Fried bologna?
Yeah.
I cut it in the middle.
¿Sabes qué estaba chido también? El pinche spam, güey. You guys never had spam?
Spam, yeah.
I love spam.
Salty as fuck, though.
Yeah, pero así bien like crunchy.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I don't know
doradito.
about crunchy. I've only had it in those Hawaiian fucking.
Oh, the
Like
rice
sushi
and
fucking
the
looking.
yeah.
the rice and the seaweed. I don't know what they're. Yeah, I don't. It's popular, but I've tasted it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know
That's
if I
the
like
way.
the combination.
Es que el
I like
spam,
though.
my mom used to cut it really thin para que saliera crispy. Because cuando they do it like kind of thick, como que no se hace tan chingón.
There's a certain thinness to it to
Yeah.
get a good
I
crisp.
don't know, those fucking little ones weren't too bad with those little.
Spam was good.
The spam sushi roll thing.
I mean, I'm sure if now as adults that we are, if we look at it, we're like, what the fuck?
No, I'll still eat it.
But eso también es pobre food, ¿no? Because the spam,
Yeah.
the little
Pues es
plata
la
was like
pinche
less than
nariz,
$1.
butthole, it's
I
everything.
don't know what the
there.
fuck it is. Yeah, no one knows. Right?
No, it's not.
Yes, it
I
is.
read the ingredients.
What
It's
is it?
some
What is it?
fucking, I don't know.
That's butthole, it's fucking fingernail.
I don't give a fuck. That shit's good.
It's the fucking...
It's poor people
Con
food. I'll eat that
gelatina.
shit. No, pero no.
horse bone, the gelatin.
Once in a while, I'll buy it.
¿Todavía?
Once.
¿Con
in a-
huevitos o qué?
Yeah. Así
yeah.
como dices tú, I'll cut it thinly.
I've never
sliced.
bought a can of spam with, pero.
Thinly sliced. Or si no, like if you cut it thin enough, it almost gets the flavor of chicharrón.
No, shit.
Ay, güey.
That's
You
that's
gotta
pro.
make it what you have,
That's
homie.
pro status right there.
Yeah.
I was one time like, I got
When you
spam.
figured that out, güey, está cabrón.
Yeah, that's trial and
Nah.
error for sure. ¿Cuántas latas te chingas?
Eso era.
I'm not going anywhere this weekend. I'm going to figure this out.
Hey, book them down. I'm canceling my plans.
It's getting there.
Hey, I found some spam, cancel the plans. No, pero una vez sí, like, you know, we do, pagué. This is the thing, though. I'm not ashamed to say, like, you know what? I feel successful when I'm able to pay my rent.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I can pay my
fuck
rent.
yeah.
Fuck what you guys say, like, oh, no tengo dinero porque I took care of my responsibilities, you know, my bills and everything. So at that time I was like, man, I ain't got shit to eat. But I had the essentials. I had tortillas, I had tomatoes, cebolla, and all that. And I'm like, I ain't got no cheese, man. I don't have nothing for this shit. But then I opened the...
Oh, shit. You found the
Spam,
stash?
like, come here,
I've
baby
never
girl.
run
She,
into
she,
spam.
she found el forest stash.
Come here, girl. No, it's before Forrest. This is like when I was single and poor and I didn't have no dates to take me out. I'm like, fuck.
Agüita.
Estaba bien chila pastrosa.
Those
You
are
know when you
fucking
go through
agüit
that.
stages.
Yeah, you know those stages like,
I'm having spam, man.
Nadie me quiere.
no me quiere. I
I don't even have spam in the fridge.
I don't even want to take all these dirty ass sweats, man. I want to live in my filth.
Yeah.
Y ya abrí la puerta y está el pinche spam. Hot girl
shit.
summer. Live your best
Shit.
life.
Shit.
I'm like, what the fuck? Lo hice bien delgadito.
Shit.
That's all I had: tortilla, spam, tomato, cebolla y cilantro.
Ahí está.
And
Oh,
I'm like,
cilantro también?
yeah,
Shit,
te digo,
you got
I'm
fancy.
like,
Yeah, está
You got
cabrón.
me hice
fancy
unos
right there.
tacos de spam.
Tacos de spam.
Tacos de spam. Hey, you can make anything to a taco. You know?
Yeah, you
it's
pretty-
good as long as it's Latinos making it, not other people.
Yeah. Vamos a empezar.
Shit, tacos
Vamos a
de
empezar.
fig tacos and shit.
Fake tacos,
I'm
fuck.
telling you.
Macabrons.
No, pero esa vez estaba bueno. So that's why I'm like, man, once in a while, I'm like, you know what? Me quiero acordar. I want to remember my humble beginnings. I want to remember where I came from.
Yeah, you can't forget.
You just spam, thin spam.
Thin spam.
The one I won't and that I never ate and I don't think I will eat is Vienna sausages.
Oh, those little ones?
No, los pinches winitos me dan asco.
Mucha gente les da asco los winitos.
Winitos.
They want the jumbo franks.
Jumbo Franks. All beef, he says.
Kosher beef.
All beef.
Los de Costco. No, that's true. Like, if I eat hot dogs, it has to be all beef. Like, no me des the mixed chicken, pork,
Nunca
turkey, duck
what's that place
shit.
called in the arts? The Wurstkush? ¿Cómo se llama?
Where?
They have like fucking rattlesnake hot dogs.
Oh,
crocodile.
no.
Allá no tienen infant sausages.
Yeah,
I
están
don't
chidos.
trust all of that meat.
No?
Es que no sé si vas a ver. I don't know what's it going to taste like.
Hey, what's in the fucking
You had
weenie?
spam.
Cabrona, the pinche weenie está
Puerco, ya lo
el
conozco,
culo.
güey. Con culo salado me vale.
Pinches
That shit
mocos.
was good tasty when it was crispy.
The upper lip was in there.
It's all right. Hey, güey.
El pinche sello ahí. Pinche.
Lo que no veo no me va a doler.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
Hey, pero esos pinches, the weenies, así fucking sliced con huevos. How fucking bomb was that breakfast?
Yeah, it still is.
Yeah.
I still
It still is. I still make that shit.
Eso
Like.
está chingón. Eso.
Oh, sí, eso se te hace comida de pobres, cabrón. Dale, pues.
No, I
Take
still
it
have
to
those-
work and you have all those people eating that shit in a burrito.
I still have that
Yeah,
fucking...
no
Right?
shit. No shit.
Like, what's that? Weenies and scrambled eggs, lady. Weenies? What are weenies? Hot dogs. Hot dogs. Oh, wonderful. And a light
You work with fucking English
And a
people? You work with fucking Your Highness?
No way.
in a flat pastry. It's a tortilla de harina, lady.
The flat pan.
Oh, wonderful.
The baguette.
Shredded milk. It's cheese, lady. Shredded cheese.
Melted pita bread?
It's a tortilla de harina, lady.
That's pinche Diana's.
This is wonderful.
What is this Guerrero?
Churros.
Guerrero?
Girl.
I never had those pitas Guerreros.
What is this? Tortilla.
Yeah.
No, you know what we were talking about last? I was talking to somebody de los tamales. People that eat the tamales with the husk.
What?
Yeah, apparently there's a dilemma now in
The tamales community?
on the non-Latino tamal eating population that don't know that they have to unwrap the tamal. So se lo comen con la pinche cara, con el pinche...
Ah, no mames. That's some paisa putting tricks on her.
And I know it's true
No
because...
le digas, güey. No le digas.
Tiene mucho calcio.
No le digas, güey.
¡Hey, señor Charles! The señor Charles, tenga...
No mames tampoco.
Sí, güey. ¿No lo has visto en online de que the same shit as the avocado, like people the avocado hand, like pinche gente pendeja que se corta porque no sabe cortar un pinche aguacate.
No mames. Are you serious? Wow.
First class problems or what?
First world problems. First class. También first class problems. Pues también, pues
Pues
sí.
también los de first class tienen problemas, güey.
First world problems.
Their seat's not big enough.
Ay, güey, how do you open this?
No, sí. And I know because long time ago when I was in my early 20s, first job, una doctora gringa dijo, I hated tamales because I didn't know how to eat them. So in my head, I'm like, lady, what the fuck do you mean? How do you know how to eat them? You just put them in your mouth. She's like, I was eating the whole thing.
So,
As you should.
So si le das un pinche burrito con papel de aluminio se
Se va a
chinga.
tragar, güey, el plástico, güey.
Ay, güey, no
O el
mames.
papel. So she said that she would eat, like she, for every party that she would go to, donde habían tamales, she would like...
Pero nadie le dijo that's fucked up.
Es
They
que
probably
una
said,
vez...
"Déjala la pendeja".
No, yo pienso que...
Mira, vas a ver, güey. Nah, poco sé. Sí, güey.
Mira,
No se la come, no se la come.
Está bien pendeja, güey.
No se la come, no se la
Mírale,
come.
güey, le está sufriendo, pero le gusta porque está sabroso.
Por esta amanece dolorida de tanto que...
Yeah, so she and then until I'm like, no, you peel, you know, like she's like, yeah. And later I found out, and
No way.
they're the best thing ever. I'm like,
But you're right. You know, there's some paisa going, mira,
mira,
güey,
chécale,
está bien
pendeja.
pendeja. Está bien pendeja.
Yeah.
Está bien pendeja.
salud, señorita.
No le diga tía, no le diga tía, no le diga tía.
Ay,
No le diga, distráela, güey. Distráela. Yeah, so I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these
mames.
people? But I get it. I mean, there's certain places where I've been to, like, I don't know, a Persian restaurant. Y yo digo, like, okay, ¿cómo se come esto? Like, ¿con qué se acompaña o la chinga? Remember when we went to Peru? We're like, oh, how do you eat this?
Oh, the food
Yeah, but
was
you
trickier.
asked, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Same, so are they not asking?
But I'm saying, like, maybe her being Caucasian, she was like, I don't want to offend or disrespect anybody. Like, how do you eat this?
Pendeja.
Or I want to seem fucking que I know what's up.
¿Te imaginas?
Yeah, probably.
¿Te imaginas cómo le viene con un tamal centroamericano en the banana?
No,
but the banana is edible, ¿no?
No,
You
pero
can eat the
tiene el
banana.
pinche knot.
Yeah. Is this to floss after?
Yeah, están tan pendejos.
Está medio mamón eso, ¿no?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, primero los aguacates.
But no
They don't know
mames,
how to cut them.
that sounds like pretty common. I mean, ¿se come el pinche plátano con la cáscara también?
Pues digo, pero tú dijiste last time, common sense ain't
It's
that
not so
common
common.
anymore. I mean, it is, but I don't know. People are just probably afraid. I don't know.
People are afraid to like
Make mistakes or
como
ask
dices
for
este güey,
clarification.
to fucking
To seem like they're
to
not
seem
hip
like they
to
don't know.
whatever.
Yeah.
They seem like they need to know.
Oh, I've had
everything.
tamales before.
Yeah.
I'm eating a fucking... How you tear
You
that?
know what? El esposo de mi old boss, we were one time having a barbecue at their place, and he was eating the edamame. Así todo, con la cáscara. And we're like, Louis, what are you doing? He's like, what? I'm like, you don't eat them like that. You're supposed to do like, it tastes the same.
Yeah, yo también me chingo la cáscara en veces.
Yeah, it tastes the same. It tastes good.
Oh, that's
He's like, more
edible, though.
fiber.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
He's like, more fiber for me. I'm like, all right.
A ver, dale un pistacho a ver qué hace.
I know, right? Jeez. Yeah, but all that shit, just ask.
I mean, I thought it was pretty common, but fuck, I don't know.
I know.
Imagínate qué culero sabe el pinche tamal así. It's probably
I don't
hard
want to
digest.
imagine that pain. I don't want to imagine that.
It'll ruin the experience.
No, I'm like, I don't want to imagine that because, like, I mean, and it's normal because even
¿Qué dice? I'm not a fan of the outside, but the inside's pretty good.
it's kind of very tasty, very soft and meaty, and you know.
Where does that English accent come from?
I don't know.
Oh.
Privileged people. I imagine privileged
People have an
folks
accent,
speaking like that.
British accent.
British
Hello,
accent.
Charles. This wonderful Latino. Just served as, I think it's called a warm hot pocket. The tamal.
It's a hot pocket.
A hot pocket.
Do you have a tamal flavored hot pocket?
Chile.
I saw Wiener Schnitzel was fucking selling tamales.
They have tamales.
Yeah. Con chili, they have chili cheese tamales.
There's all kinds of, like, and for example, in Texas, they have tamales, pero son así, chiquitos. Son tamales chiquitos. They're good, but I'm like,
That's not going to cut it.
Not the same.
you know what? I'll respect y'all. Y'all respect me. I'm not gonna.
Don't yuck my yum, dice.
If those come también rap, pues están cabrones que se los van a echar enteros, güey.
No, esos pinches shots.
No, esos tan chiquitos, but you just, like, for example, you just do
bite
this
size.
and it just comes out. So you don't really have to do much
Oh,
peeling.
shit. So you fucking...
No, I seen them.
You squeeze it like a ketchup packet and it pops in your mouth.
Así vas a estar after, te chingaste 6.
No, you know what? I had tamales de carne de deer. And they didn't taste gamey because they soak it in they soak it in buttermilk or milk for a few days. Para que le saquen. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, I
Where
don't-
would you have that at?
in Texas.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess
I mean,
legal.
you gotta use what you have, no?
And it's legal. I think it's like en un año con un permiso puedes matar dos
Oh, yeah, a few.
que no sean females or for them something along. There's guidelines.
Texas,
Yeah, there's rules, man.
it's crazy because a lot of Texas is private land. Like there's a place called Kings Ranch that's like 800. Like I was reading it the other day. It's like almost 900,000 acres. This private ranch.
And nobody stays there.
I mean, it's just trespassing. Like it's hard to like even like say let's go hiking here because you're probably trespassing somebody.
See, that's what I would want more than anything. Like just a
Big piece of land.
big piece of land. You know.
There's a lot of tigers in Texas too.
Yeah, there's more tigers than there's weapons.
And there's more tigers in Texas than there are in the wild. Yeah, they have a bunch of fucking tigers right there.
Why?
I don't know. But that's not the people from El Paso. Shout out to the fucking
Yay.
El Paso. Pinches.
Así,
We're trying to set up something with Sledhammer. They want us to,
you
they want
guys
us to
should.
go out there next year.
No, make them come out here again. Pero que estén tiempo, okay, for them to be longer here. So
Yeah.
you guys could take them to all the places that.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad, güey, que los
Yeah.
mandamos para atrás todos pinches borrachos.
Todos hinchados. Like,
Estaban todos crudos.
I know, that's how I was like, I remember like that week after, Reina was like, oh, they should stay longer. You know, we're going to have like a brunch for them. I'm like, brunch. Take them to downtown. Pinches dogos.
Van a querer mimosas, ¿verdad?
A la playa. Llévenos a todas las playas mugrosas de aquí.
They don't seem like the mimosa type.
No, they seem micheladas.
Está por some michas.
Mimosa. ¿Cómo se toma esto? We just pour them together, buddy.
Right away.
Yeah.
Pero yeah, if they come, tienes que ven para longer days.
Yeah, I think we'll set something up.
Los llevan a los callejones.
Estaría chido.
Al King Taco.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a lot of taco places out there. It's like chingones. No,
I mean, I went to Houston. I went to El Paso.
Oh, fuiste a Houston?
Yeah, fui más así para...
What you go to Houston?
No, Simona.
Oh.
My neighbor. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
And then Forrest's family is over there too.
Oh, in Houston?
So I met the grandparents. You know, love me. I don't blame them.
It's official, guys.
Official. I know it is probably because my mom yesterday, she was like, ¿y ustedes qué piensan? ¿Casarse o qué? I'm like...
No, que ya no hay pressure. Dice.
I know, and I'm like...
The pressure's gone.
No, I just looked at her and I'm like, aren't you supposed to take my dad somewhere? Like, do something? Pero... she asked me, I said, ¿tú te quieres casar? And I'm like, whatever. Like, she just... My attitude is very neutral about it, you know? It's neutral. I feel fine, you know? And... whatever. Well, I mean, mucha gente, like, si yo escucho los comentarios de que, I'm like, hey, you know, that's how you feel, that's you, you know, I'm fine.
¿Comentarios de qué?
Así que, you know, like, don't you want to be, you'd be such a good mom, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Doesn't mean, hey, I'm sure skydiving is fun, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy how people, like,
yeah,
they intrude, but without really realizing that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're already, you're out of your lane right now.
Yeah, like,
like, why are you asking me all this?
No, but it's just the stuff that we hear, you know. Unfortunately, in our homes, like, nuestra cultura latina or whatever, Mexican, you know, at a certain age, women are expected to have certain things, and it's like when you don't, they feel like, oh, you haven't been fulfilled. Shut the fuck up. I'm fulfilled, you know.
You know what I get a lot is like, oh, you're lucky you don't have kids. Motherfucker, I chose not to have kids.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I'm lucky?
You're so lucky. Like,
I'm lucky? Like, what do you mean I'm lucky?
Yeah.
Like, you make it seem like life's been really good to me. Yeah, like, I dodged all these bullets. Dick, it was my choice.
No, yeah. Like, oh, you're so I get the, like, oh, girl, enjoy it. You enjoy it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been doing this whole time. Why do you think I look kind of younger than you?
Yeah.
You know, I don't have that stress.
Yeah.
No, but it's como, I mean, I think it just goes, it's just a lot of stuff I feel about that. More than anything, it's just like, at one point I felt like I had to convince people, like, no, Dick, I'm happy being childless and being marriedless. Like, why are you, you know? But then I'm like, yeah, fuck them. Piensen lo que piensen, you know, cada pinche, como dice mi dad, cada quien hace su culo un papalote, you know? Like, you do what you want with your life and just leave me out, you know? You do whatever rocks your boat, just don't go messing with my flow, you know?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, for sure.
Just como dice what is that, el Benito Juárez? O, oh my God, ¿cuál es el que dice el derecho al respeto ajeno es la paz?
I think it is him.
Yeah, right? Like, just, you know, respect what I'm choosing for my life and my own happiness. Not respect you. You got 20 fucking kids. You don't even take care of one of them. But you're worried about my fucking uterus and what the fuck I'm going to do with it?
Está cabrón,
Get the fuck out of here.
Shit.
Right? Like, and it's always those people. It's always those people that are not taking care of their responsibility that want to come at you like, well, don't you want to have kids? No, motherfucker, don't you want to stop having kids?
Yeah.
You know? Don't you want to stop going to court for child support?
Fuck.
You want to stop having 10 jobs for like 2 kids that probably aren't yours?
Está cabrón.
You know?
Shit.
Like, what, don't you want to fucking, you know, have your children's father in their picture? Stop worrying about me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they get out of pocket.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm just saying that right now. But normally, yeah, you know, porque a veces sí era lo frustrante. Like, stop worrying about me.
But I mean, you probably got it a lot. That you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah. But then my response then started becoming, like, también grosera. Like, you know, at family functions, like, oh, mija, why don't you have kids? I'm like, because I have no uterus.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say right now.
Yeah.
Maybe just turn it into something dark.
And I would make them uncomfortable. And my mom would be like, why are you doing that? I'm like, because I want to make them feel as uncomfortable as they made me feel.
Yeah.
Because they don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and more too, like, I know, like, that's one of the things that I stopped doing. Like couples that I know have been forever, like together. I'm like, I don't ask them. Like, y los niños no. Like, hey, I don't know what your struggle is.
Yeah, that's true.
You probably had like fucking multiple situations where the I don't want to say it, but the egg didn't hatch, you know? Like, there's a lot of people that struggle with that.
And a lot of people are struggling with getting pregnant.
More people, you know?
Yeah.
And it sucks because, unfortunately, you know, society wants to say the people that can't reproduce are damaged. I'm like, no, motherfuckers, you're damaged too, you know? Like, you're reproducing, but what are you leaving behind? You know? Like, kids that are not learning how to value things and not be self-sufficient and, you know, instant gratification. And that's
¿Qué te hice? Nothing.
What?
My kids are fine, eh?
Oh, no, I'm not. Le llegó la pedrada.
My kids are fine, eh? What happened, eh?
This has nothing to do with you,
No, way. No. No, I'm just saying, like, that's the stuff that you
never.
hear.
This guy never gave a shit. Hey, how come you don't have kids? We're not talking about you.
Beef, way.
Freddy siempre estaba todo passed out.
But there is...
that's your beef.
No, but there's people that do cross that line where they get like fucking, like, it's like a clock, like a fucking broken record. Yeah, I got that way, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you just like, I'm just waiting for you to die so I can get pregnant from your husband. Mija, que grosera. I'm like, I know. Well, you know, what can I do? What can I do, you know? You know, and it's it's just the stuff that you hear. And I don't know about what men hear, but I know what women hear. And we hear shit like, oh, you'll never know what true love is. Well, that's fine, but I don't know what a heart attack feels like either. And I don't want that one either, you know? And...
Well, we get the same shit.
Like you know, you'll never know the value of life, or like children give you life. I'm sure they do, and I respect that. That's what they do for you. But you don't know my situation. You don't know my story, and maybe I can't have kids, and maybe I'm just choosing not to, and both are perfectly fine. You know, and that's the pressures that's why people start getting to that age of 30, because at 30 is like, I don't know why 30 feels like a magical number.
It's just ingrained in us, yeah.
At 30, like, no, tener esto y esto.
Yeah, it probably is.
Tener esto y esto otro, because maybe our parents had it at that time, you know?
But you know what? I think it does help people, though. But we as humans tend to, they call this the, like, evangelical phase, where it changed our life, and Noelia, you need to do this. Like, you need to eat like this, Noelia.
Yeah.
Like, I changed my diet. Like, it's called the evangelical phase.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through that. It's just some people can kind of like maintain a little bit, and some people are and it's with everything. It's just diet. People that change their diet, they go through this evangelical phase where it's like, no, like, you need to do this. Like, dude, why aren't you doing this? Like,
yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
You need to have kids. Like, how can you, like, you can't love anything if you're not a parent. Like, relax.
You mean
I love my guitars. I love all my guitars that I can buy.
I know, I'm a heartless, incomplete person. So nothing I've done in my life in the last 39 years has mattered because I didn't have a child.
Yeah, but sí está cabrona, people. Because I mean, it's one thing is like you're saying like a diet. Y otra is fucking telling someone, hey, why don't you have a kid?
Yeah, or why aren't you married? Or why aren't you this? Or why aren't you that? And it's just, you know, por eso digo, like, we set a timeline for ourselves. So then, like, if I'm gonna be 40, I mean. And maybe a few years ago, if I was 40, I'd be like, that's it. I can't do shit no more. Yeah. But no, I'm like, no, hell no. 40 is a new 20.
Because even when I had
40 is a new 25.
When I had the first kid, I got the opposite way. I wasn't telling people, hey, ¿qué pedo? When you catching up? But I had a few people tell me, hey, wait, so, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué pedo? I go, and I'm like, I don't know, way. I know what it's like for me. Yeah. I go, I don't know how I'm going to explain it to you, way. I mean, you have to make your own choice. I mean, for me, it's not chingón, way. But I see the other side of the coin where I see where it's not. Maybe I understand why it's not for everybody. Yeah. But I can't explain. I don't know about your life, way. I don't know what goes on in your head, way. I'm not going to tell you, I have one, way. I don't know what the fuck.
It's different, yeah. People go through. Then people have different support. Like, people have family support raising your kid. You got grandma that'll take care of the kid, or somebody that'll take care of the kid if you want to go out. There's people that don't have that support. Yeah. Like, you can have a kid, and it's you and your kid and your partner. Yeah. If you want to go out, like, you're going to have a stranger take care of this kid.
Or you're going to give him whiskey in the gums and knock him out.
Pero a veces there's a lot of people también que se confían in that that cushion of my mom's gonna take care of the kids, way, and then it doesn't work out how they fucking plan. They think they can still go party way. They go, my mom will take care of them, and then the moms and father.
But those are the same people that say that having a kid is easy way. There's nothing to it. Like it's easy. It doesn't cost me anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost me anything extra.
I mean, that's another job. You just don't get paid for it.
No.
More burnout. No vacation time, no benefit. Well, the benefit is that you get a hug from your child. But other than that, I mean, don't get me wrong. I applaud parents that are taking care of their kids, taking care of their responsibilities, trying to raise.
Doing their jale?
Doing their.
I know, right?
I know, like, you're doing what
That's true, right?
I am doing good, you're right.
Yeah. No, a lot of parents, parents.
Was the Chris Rock joke, remember? Did you see the Chris Rock?
Yeah, I remember that.
They're like, you mean you're doing your fucking job?
Yeah, right?
You don't get kudos.
I take care of my kids.
Oh, yeah, well, when they say, también, te está ayudando. As he should.
Yeah.
You're like, mira, es un buen padre, te está ayudando. Like, no, he should have, but why are you giving him credit,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's true.
What the fuck? Like, no, that's why, like, I mean, I get this fucking, esas miradas, but I'm like, I'm not going to give credit to a single dad.
No.
What the fuck? Moms have been doing this shit forever, and you want me to praise one man that's been raising his kids on his own?
No.
Women do it all the fucking time, and nobody gives them credit.
Well, I think some people.
I mean, they do, but you know what I mean. Like, no le hagan más halago a un hombre que está creando sus hijos solo, si no le van a hacer lo mismo a la mujer. It's like Ali Wong said, a man can just like accidentally like wipe his kid wrong and like, oh, but he's wiping. But if a mom does the same shit, like, oh, she's fucking terrible. She doesn't know how to do shit. But anyway,
it goes back to that Chris Rock with my mother.
Yeah, it's your job.
They're like, they want credit for shit they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I take care of my kids. What the fuck?
As you should. I guess you should be, But
no mames.
No, que platicar.
Está café el virote.
I know.
Yeah.
Well.
Antes de que se me olvide.
You're gonna another show?
Nah, es que there's your brother gave us instructions.
Oh,
yeah, el jefe dejó fucking shit that we had to cover for the Ramon show.
Yeah.
Hey.
We'll save this to Dushi so he can read it when he gets back. Let's
so
see.
Fucking pinche Veterans Day, no, it's today. So
yeah,
start there.
Aquí me dijo este güey que they wanted to give a shout out to a compa. Let's see, un shout out for a canal. It's the Marine's birthday today, 244 years and running.
Yeah, November 10th is
Ayer fue.
The Marine Corps' fucking birthday.
Shout out to the veterans, man. I think, you know what? I think about this a lot, way, like the ones that served in Vietnam, way. In those days, they didn't get the same fucking. I mean, it's a tough one, right, bro? A lot of people feel like war is something that's. Yeah, I mean, it does cost a lot of innocent lives, and a lot of people are against it, and I can see that way. But I feel like the veterans from like Vietnam, even Desert Storm, way. Remember in the 90s, way, they didn't really fucking no les hacían tanta bulla a los veterans, or maybe I wasn't just exposed to that way.
But even, I mean, that's a thing too. But the veterans we have now, way. I mean, think about it. We've been literally at war since, ¿cuántos vamos now? Fucking 18 years or something now?
Yeah.
Since 9/11, right?
Yeah.
A little bit after when they shipped everybody out. Mm-hmm. We've been at war so long that the phase already went. How many phases have we been through of, oh yeah, que everybody was fucking que el war, que we have to, and da-da-da, and we send all the troops and everybody support, that the support just died. Everybody forgot about it. We've already been through cycles where it comes back, hey, que pedo con los troops, we need to fucking help the troops. It dies, it comes back. How many fucking cycles have we had already? The same fucking thing, when the same fucking conflict that we've been fighting for fucking going on 20 years, güey. Está cabrón, güey. This generation está más cabrón. I don't think there's ever been, like, we've never created so many, like, veterans, way, like, people coming in a service way.
But you know what, también sabes que, Fernando, we gotta also acknowledge that a lot of the guys that go into service, not saying all of them, but a lot of them are guys that don't know what else to do, way. They go into it, and I get what you're saying, way. We've been in war for 18 years, but I don't think a lot of I think a lot of people that go into the service. I mean, me personally, way, I almost went into Marines. Why? Because I wanted my parents off my ass. I wanted to just have something to do. I don't want to go to college. I don't want to do any of that shit. I just wanted to have my parents off my ass, and I wanted to go to the fucking war, or not war, but go into the military and then figure it out from there, see what happens. I could always go to school with the VA, get benefits, or buy a home with, get a loan through them or whatever. And I feel like sometimes, they don't know what they're getting themselves into, eh? They just don't know what else to do. It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could just go here and then I'll figure it out later and get my parents off my ass. And then you're in there and you have no idea, like, what the fuck it is you got yourself into,
Well, a lot of them, they're, enlisting at 18?
Yeah, at 18.
Yeah, 18, ¿qué sabe uno?
Yeah.
Like, even, like, going to college, I'm like, dude, at 22, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do in my life or a career for that matter. I'm about to be 40 and I still, like, what do I want to go into? Occupational therapy, behavior therapy? What the fuck do I want to do with my career? So imagine an 18-year-old just knowing they're going to go and serve their country. Do you realize that the backlash of that, like emotional, psychological? I mean, it's good because I don't want to go serve my country in that way.
Yeah.
Pero regresan y...
What, the PTSD and all the stuff that after
but they don't come back to the support way, because I'm saying it's been so long that people, like, they cared, then they didn't care, they cared, like, everybody's burned out. And
I get what you're saying.
And everybody just does thank you for your service, but we do nothing past that way.
Yeah.
There's they haven't changed the VA, how fucked up all the fuck. I mean, there's a piece of it, I guess, that works fine. I've heard good stories too, but there's a lot of fucking shit where people literally fall through these cracks and they don't close these cracks. And it's been, I mean, you're talking about forever, but even in these last 20 years, they don't do shit. They want to pass something, they do some, all they do is like change out the dudes. Now they have a dude that ni sabe.
Y es como todo también. Once like, you got those veteranos that are Latinos, Chicanos, and all that still having that mind and that condition of like, you don't ask, you serve, and that's what you do. You don't ask for anything else. So they don't ask for more because they don't know how to, well, where can I go for this? Where can I go for that?
It also becomes like let's say when an inmate goes to prison and prison is like, that's what they know. Like they come out to the real world and they want to go back to prison because it's too much. Well, some of these guys that go to war, they come back home and they're like, what the fuck am I doing here? I need to go back. Like I can't function in this quote unquote normal kind of environment, and I think that PTSD, that mental health is I'm glad that, as of late, it's becoming more of like a mainstream topic where people are more open to talking about issues.
They should. Yeah. I mean, if we can talk about having a fucking foot pain, why can't we talk about having pain about not knowing how to deal with a situation?
But even that PTSD, I'm telling you, it's already, it came up not too long after when the first troops started coming back. It came up and then it died down. Then it comes back up and then it dies down. And we're still...
But now, too, post-traumatic stress disorder is now in a lot of areas, not just war veterans. It's like rape victims, abuse victims, accident victims.
I just don't think they're getting the help that... Like,
abused victims, even people in abusive relationships.
Well, even PTSD with postpartum street, like it's post-traumatic street disorder, I think it's called.
Street disorder?
Like from the hood. Like PTSD. Seeing your fucking schoolmate.
It's almost like it's a battlefield, like any veteran.
I think the biggest cause of PTSD is car accidents. So, I
mean, I don't want to say like any veteran, but PTSD is prevalent and present in every situation. Women that are abused, that's post-trauma. Children that are abused, a car accident, all that shit. Like, I found that thing that I wanted to, because we were talking about our parents and shit, but I had read this. I mean, it could apply for anybody. It says, heal your inner feminine by forgiving your mother for the time she let her own pain manifest into yours. So I'm not saying just like family, but like for our parents, forgiving our parents for the time they let their shit become our shit,
Yeah.
And that's why it goes back to the whole situation of like, I can't expect my dad to be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, like.
No, he's not gonna.
Yeah. I gotta take an apology that I didn't receive. And that's, But yeah, PTSD is... anything that affects our mental health is just...
I just think if fucking people, instead of keep saying, oh, thank you for serving, they should be, I guess, donating at least to the charities But mostly, write your congressman or whatever, or your representative.
Who fights a lot for them? Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, that actor dude?
Yeah, Greg. Oh my God, I forget his name. Lieutenant Dan, yeah. After Forrest Gump, se dedicó and he founded this foundation for war veterans. Oh my God, ¿cómo se llama? Greg Kinnear?
Yeah.
No, that's not him.
No, that's not Greg.
Gary Sinise. That's his name.
No, yeah, ándale, Gary Sinise.
Él tiene su foundation for war veterans.
Yeah.
And he got inspired after the movie.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I just think fucking people should put up or shut up when...
I think it's just, once again, it goes into breaking the cycle of what conversations to have. We didn't grow up in homes where it's like, tell me about how you're feeling. What's going on in your mind? What are you stressed about? What's making you anxious? Why do you feel sad? No, none of that. So we can break that. And we don't have to wait to have children to do that. Just checking in with your friends.
Yeah.
It's always easier, or como digo, as females to be like, girl, talk to me. What's going on? But for men, I don't know. I'm assuming it's not as easy to be like, hey, dude, talk to me. What's going on? I don't know. Pero I know that growing up, what I've known of my experience is that boys keep shit inside.
Yeah.
That you keep it to yourself and you just move on.
Well, I think one of the important things that we have to realize is people want validation. Like if you're, like right now, I get what you're saying, but like talking about like guys and women as well that fucking go to war and get PTSD.
Yeah.
I feel like this is not like a good way of talking about it, because you're really not validating. If you're saying like, yeah, you get PTSD, but guess what? Women get PTSD. This gets then you're making them feel like, what the fuck are you complaining about?
Yeah, I hear what
you have to validate.
Yeah. For sure.
I feel like everybody's battle should be left to, like we said earlier, read the fucking room, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody's venting, there's no need to tell them like,
well, my shit is worse.
You know what? Guess what, dude? Women get it. Children get it.
Yeah.
These people get it. So fucking man up. Like, I feel like that conversation that we should have is we should validate whatever somebody's feeling. We need to validate the feelings that they're feeling, and let's not one up like victimhood. Like let's fucking validate each person, whatever they're going through, and try to help. Because especially like as guys, like it's hard for guys to open up as it is, and then if you throw that out there, then you're making them feel like, dude, what the fuck are you complaining about? No,
I don't think I'm not taking away from the experience of a war veteran, but what I'm saying is post-traumatic stress disorder is now more prevalent because everybody goes through some trauma. It started to become noticeable with the veterans from the Vietnam, and unfortunately, their experience is what shine the light on what post-traumatic stress disorder is,
shell-shocked,
and it just goes to show it does apply in any situation that causes trauma. But no, I'm not taking away at all from what they go through, because my accident that caused me stress is not as bad as what he went through, but my situation is also valid.
No, I'm not really saying that what you did was like uncalled for. I'm just saying like in general, like I think as a society we need to stop trying to one up each other, and if somebody's telling you like, hey, this is what I'm feeling, don't fucking try to put them down by making him or her feel like, hey, you know what, these people go through the same shit. Like every case is different. If that person in front of you is obviously venting to you, there's no you know what it is, a lot of people think that to help somebody and to try to inspire somebody, you have to give them the right advice. But the thing is, you have to ask the right questions. That's how people heal.
Or a lot of time we don't want to. We just want someone to listen.
That's it. Yeah.
And validate. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That is what it is.
You have to validate people.
Because even like, for example, I was reading online right now that with the homeless people. A lot of us, and I'll say us because yo soy parte de la comunidad, and sometimes I'll be walking, I'm like, oh man, all they want is just like that eye contact that says, I validate you. Like I know I acknowledge you as a human. And a lot of times I tell people like, cuando me platican de sus cosas, I'm like, you have to do you want me to just listen? Because I'm going to, or do you want me to tell you what you think what you want to hear? or the truth, But a lot of times, that's why I say, like, a lot of times we don't need we already have the answers. We just need to say it out loud.
Yeah.
And for someone to just listen to us,
exactly.
Yes, and validate. Like, dude,
That is fucked up, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't understand what you're experiencing, but it sounds fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Pero lo que es drama, existen todos. But no, like, war veterans, please, that's why even in the 4th of July, I'm like, yeah, I hate it because of dogs. But I'm like, dude, all those war veterans that are out there in their home just listening to these freaking fireworks and these cherry bombs, like, where is it taking them?
Yeah, exactly.
Where is it taking them? And why is anybody checking in on them? We have fucking all this shit to keep our dogs, like, not scared. But is anybody giving us tools to work with a war veteran that maybe is around that we know?
Yeah.
Cherry bombs and all this shit. Like, you don't.
It's like Fernando said, people say, well, thank you for your service. Then it's like, thank you for your service. Like, what these people can do is they can fucking stop complaining about the stupidest shit in their fucking lives and realize that these people are going to war. Honestly, yeah. So we can fucking live where we're at. So stop fucking bitching about your life. Do something about it. Don't fucking complain all the time. If you're thanking me for my service, don't waste your fucking life complaining then.
Yeah.
Do something with your fucking life, because I put myself in danger. So you can fucking sit right here and complain on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook about shit that doesn't fucking matter. Don't let these fucking wars go to waste. And if you're really fucking thankful about these people's services, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Appreciate your fucking life. Take advantage of what you have.
Especially now, there's too many. There's a lot of resources. We don't know how to get to them, but like I'm just going to throw a pitch out. 211. 911 is for emergencies. 211 is a emergency referral resource line.
See, I didn't know that. A lot of people probably don't know that.
Yeah, 211. I know a few people that have worked there. Let's just say that me personally right now, like, I have nowhere to stay tonight. I'll call 211, like, hey, this is who I am,
this
blah, blah, blah.
This is across the whole country?
The county, LA County.
Oh, LA County.
You call 211, like, hey, I don't have anywhere to stay right now. I have 2 kids. Like, they will help you with finding a resource. Like, okay, we have a shelter, blah, blah. So it's a resource line. Panhandlers, the ones that are like, oh, I need money for my kids. Call 211.
Yeah.
Call 211.
No.
Oh, but I need money now. Well, I need money now too, lady.
Yeah, that's good that you talked to him about that, because there is a lot of resources.
Yeah.
I've heard that too. Don't give them fucking money. There's a lot of resources out there. But we know they a lot of them, vast majority of them, have substance abuse problems.
Yeah.
And that's...
Y déjate de eso, unfortunately, and I can't speak, but, uno lo que lee, like, a lot of people that are homeless, that they're just accustomed to that now. They've just become conditioned to their situation, that putting them maybe in a home is like, it's a culture shock.
We were talking about earlier with like prisoners that want to go back, guys and women that maybe aren't used to being normal in a normal setting again, quote unquote. So they want to fucking... And
that also applies to the Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
When all you know is an abusive relationship, when you get out of it, you're like,
what is this?
What is all this? I don't know all this. Let me go back to what I know.
I bet a lot of people, men and females, that are in abusive relationships, that's what they have. They just don't know. They're in that vicious cycle where... Well,
statistically, at least for females, it takes a female at least 8 or 6 attempts before she really leaves an abusive relationship.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because when you think of all this shit, like, let's say you're a married woman who's being abused, you have no job. How are you going to leave your husband?
Yeah.
With no plan. So that's why I'm not speaking for men because I don't know, but I know that for females that are in an abusive relationship that they want to get out, the first thing they'll tell them is start planning now, like your steps. Have a plan for how you're going to do it, because the want is there to get out of it, but that's why it takes multiple times until they're like, yeah, I got to get out. Yeah, at least 6 attempts before they really get out of it. 6 or 8 attempts.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then people from the outside don't understand. Like, oh, just get out. What the fuck?
No.
Like, dude, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. Like, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
I burned my bridges because I chose to stay with this person.
No.
So now if I want to go ask for help, Nobody's going to believe that I'm not going to go back. You know, it sucks.
It sucks, yeah.
And I'm only speaking as a female perspective. Yeah. Males, I mean, there are men that are in abusive relationships. They are being beaten up. They are being treated like shit, but they don't say shit because they think that I'm a man. You know, I can't be weak. Yeah. I can't express vulnerability.
Well,
you know, and it sucks because you got some females, and I'm just speaking on male-female relationships. I'm not speaking about any other type. I'm just speaking on the type that I know.
Yeah.
Pero, you know, there's a lot of women that are abusive, you know, abusive in every sense, you know, just like men.
I think the abuse is different. I mean, obviously, right? I mean, I feel like most of the abuse, if you want to call it abuse, from these guys that deal with shit, women deal with like guys that are abusive physically, mentally, you know, they just fucking wear them down. Guys, I think a lot of guys deal with the form of abuse is women taking advantage of them, where fucking the abuse and the bruises are in the fucking wallet, in the bank account. They take everything from them. They use them for fucking money. They use them for fucking, I know plenty of fucking guys that's, the abuse is not physically.
It's financial.
The abuse is financial, materialistic.
Yeah.
The guys are forced to fucking pay for this, pay for that, and I mean, I think that form of abuse is also fucking very fucking. I mean, it's a cycle. Like, you didn't learn the first time, you got yourself back into that same fucking situation. So sometimes you have to realize: is it these women that are taking advantage of you, or is it something that you have? Like, you have to sometimes own up to it. You know. I'm talking from the male perspective.
But no, there's women that beat up dudes.
There is, but know? I think
and I feel like the abuse from a female to a male is more like downplaying the manhood. Like, you ain't shit.
Or you got a small dick, or you fucking...
You ain't shit. You ain't funny. You don't satisfy me. Nobody's gonna want you. Blah, blah. It's similar to, pero... That todo es abuso. El abuso es abuso. And then people just get conditioned to that. So when that's all you know, that's all you're going to go to.
Yeah.
You know, and estamos jodidos, güey.
Some people.
Pero, you know, the hope is that you, as a person, have your tribe. Not even so much your village. It's just your tribe, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's like, that's, as you get older, your group become smaller, and that's who your tribe is, you know?
So yeah, we all need tribes, so.
Yeah. Because he said, girl squad. No, motherfuckers, I got a tribe. A tribe of people. You know? And that's just, you just hope that people have a support system, you know? Yeah. And if you don't, you call 211 and ask for a support system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's always somebody, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Fernie? Where you got, bro?
Just the fucking what we had.
Los anuncios del Ramón.
Ya echamos el shout out to the Marines, no? In the 244.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Veterans Day.
And
it is Veterans Day.
And all the veterans, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we were bringing it up.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why I thought it was Tuesday already. I'm like, yeah, plus for Veterans Day. You know, I do I do respect veterans. If they have their issues, I'm like, I don't expect you to have anything less then.
Well, they totally have my respect because it's not something I decided to do.
Exacto. I'm like, I didn't choose.
I don't think I could do it.
No, I can't either.
No.
And I came close, and then make fucking chicken shit out or whatever you want to look at it, and maybe made a different choice, whatever. But I think about it back now, and I'm like, yeah, that wasn't for me, and I don't think it's something I would have been happy doing. Maybe, or maybe I would have, but I mean, looking back, I don't think I could have done it.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of respect for people that can and do.
It's just crazy because the military has their way of conditioning too.
Yeah,
but you have to in that situation.
Yeah, pero then por eso digo, for example, you go to the military and they condition you to be this fighter. Just, and then when that's over, you come back all wounded and beat. They didn't teach you how to ask for help.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That we don't. Once they come back, we don't have their back. We're all chingon that you're out there fighting for us.
We built you up, and now you're down, and we're like, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
And then we give anything. If they need help, they have to go through all kinds of steps and all kinds of things that take months and years.
There's this documentary. I forgot the name of it, but it touched on that of how difficult it was for this veteran to get just the basic stuff.
Yeah, there's horror stories, man. Just the process, just the all the forms and red tape and stuff you have to go through just to get like help, like we're talking about. It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
We built these people to be fighting machines, and then they come back and we,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the best thing I think you can do if you can cut it is you donate to charities that help them out, or even what's free, fucking email your congressman or your fucking representative. Yeah. Send them a letter. They have phone numbers you can call and just like, it's literally just like a voicemail way. Mm-hmm. Just what's that? Fucking let them know, hey, what the fuck's going on?
Wounded soldier or wounded
warrior?
Yeah, there we go. I thought though.
Yeah, so fucking, because I think like what I was trying to get to, I think when people say it now, I think it's been so long that it's kind of empty now. They just say it kind of like you say hello, like you see someone in the elevator and you say hello, just being polite, I don't think there's much feeling.
Well, next time just pay for their meals.
Man, they give free meals on Veterans Day too.
No, but así randomly, like, so you shouldn't. Let me.
Yeah, no, pinche una chela. I've bought them chelas, fucking with little bars are talking, hey, pinche. So, I mean, just have a lot of respect for them, but I think there's a lot more we can do for them.
Yeah, for sure.
That we don't.
For sure. I know there's a few of them that listen to us, man, and really appreciate their support.
Shout out.
And what was
didn't Marilyn Monroe sing? No, she didn't sing for them. She sang for the president.
So, el domingo, Sunday, November 17th, vamos a estar yo y Ramon allá en, what is this thing? The URA casting first celebrity meet and greet and Friendsgiving fundraiser.
Where's that at?
So, I'm about to tell you. Let me find the address. I don't know what it is, but the address is 4630 Floral Drive, Los Angeles. So, it's over there by, right off the 10 by Cesar Chavez. Sunday, the 17th, 11 to 5.
This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday it's coming up. And then I think the entrance fee, they're asking you to bring, some canned goods or a gift worth at least like $10, So it's like a donation, in other words. Bring a donation of canned food or a gift.
It's Berenice's event, right? From the streets to the set.
Yeah.
She was on we interviewed her at the Montebello Art Walk.
Yeah, she do. Yep. She helps take people from the from the hood and represent us properly and fucking film and TV.
Míralo.
So yeah, so we'll be there. I mean, we're not the celebrity meet and greet. We're just there as vendors or something. But we'll be there, fucking supporting, and hope other people come out and support también.
Yay.
What's up, Noelia? Where are your Instagram handles so they can follow you?
Fuck. No me salgo de esa. Ya pronto los voy a sorprender.
Everybody always, when you come on, they say when she's starting her podcast. So what the hell? What's
thank you guys.
Well, no, thank you. Give us a date.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean? I'm like 2 years already.
I'm already like... Es que no, la neta me da nervios because yo soy bien así de que like...
Cabrona, you did. How long did we do today, güey?
You don't want to know.
This is yours. No. This is de hablar... No,
¿Ya ves, cabrona?
De hablar pendejada y media, I could do it all day long. All day, every day.
How get all philosophical in your podcast?
Living my best life. Living my best life.
You gonna get all philosophical in your podcast or what?
No. It's just the whole, like, I don't know. Just, I'll be there.
Come on.
One of the... I was telling you, that's part of me getting out of my very comfortable shell.
I feel like your parents now. When can I have kids?
No, not even my parents anymore.
I'll let you...
es como te dije, like, I got very comfortable just being in my shell. Now it's like, okay, putting myself out there. Actually, este sábado me invitaron los No Father, No Problem again. So, yeah.
Okay,
so, I just like, all right, let me get
You're getting your feet wet. You're testing the waters.
Yeah, treading lightly.
Uh-huh.
I can't do things cold turkey or así como Ramon. No, I gotta, like...
Ease into it.
See, what do I want to bring to the table?
Well, the people have spoken. They're waiting.
Well, thank you, shufflers. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Oh, mira, qué nice. No, thank you for real.
Do we have any Patreons for you or not?
Not that way.
No, shit. Maybe because we're lagging. I'm going to put out an episode this week. But yeah. Según te lo mandé y que no dice el Fernie. So
no.
I'll keep you guys. Really appreciate you guys' support and hopefully, dude, we need I know you guys have an event this weekend going, but hopefully we can get out and I know the holidays are coming and there's nothing really planned, man, but hopefully in the beginning of the year we start getting some of the events. Para darle chingón.
Yo quiero otro party.
¿Quieres un party?
Sí.
Yeah?
Yo quiero otro party.
Yeah, Sledhammer. You guys got to come back.
Sí. More days.
Yeah?
Y que se traigan a las las chicas del coro, a las band-aids.
¿A las sucias de los videos?
No, a las sucias, a las damas de los videos.
Yeah, you guys heard it.
Que se traigan a todas las girls.
I know Bobby listens, so maybe you can
come out for more days.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Y si van ustedes para allá, pues, just take pictures from here over there. All right, well, thank you guys.
Sunday, we'll be out there. Sunday 17th. And for more information, go look at, the Instagram? From the streets to the set?
Streets to the set, yeah. Sunday. I think there's an underscore between every word. From the streets to the set.
If you put in the search, I think it comes up, yeah.
Yeah,
from the streets to the set.
Oh, you guys, yeah. I'm like,
remember her?
Yeah, I remember seeing her.
So this Sunday, we'll be there from 11 to 5.
Oh, so it's her event?
Yeah, her event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we'll be out there supporting some raza.
Va a estar ahí
So come by.
¿Cómo se llama ese? The one from Selena? The one that Raymond's always bugging.
No sé. Pues órale pues.
All right, guys. Have a good week. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Late.
A rato.